Good evening, everybody, and welcome into KB Willet Arena here in Stevens Point, Wisconsin for tonight's conference matchup between the UW Stevens Point Pointers and the UW Stout Blue Devils. It's bound to be a good one. My name is Liam Statz, and I am joining the booth for the first time in quite a long time. It's Ashton Parker.
Oh, it's good to be back, Liam. It's been a minute. It's been probably about a year since I've last been on the mic here, but I'm extremely excited, especially for a bit of a rivalry, probably one of like the top two rivalries.
Top two rivalries in the WIAC for sure. Number one, obviously, Eau Claire and Stevens Point here at KB Willet. Last time these two teams met last season, it was quite a ruckus. These two teams hate each other, and I don't blame them. That game was as chippy as it could get. Some storylines
I remember
tonight.
that, yep.
Peyton Hart has had this game penciled in on his calendar for quite a while.
Oh, and he's taking center ice right now, too.
Point's leading goal scorer, was the leading power play unit for Stout before transferring in the offseason to bitter rival Stevens Point. As we are underway, Stout obviously playing their first line, but the third line in tonight, including of Peyton Hart, Tyler German, and Bennett Kupal. That is not without reason, as Peyton Hart looking to get some revenge against the Blue Devils. Josh German, brother of Tyler German, collects it in his own zone, tries to flip it out, takes a shot, no angle, bounce, and that wheels around the boards. Second chance opportunity, and that one flies out to the blue line. Almost offsides, kept just in. A shot from the point by number 27, Brendan Boyce, goes just wide off the pads of Tyler German.
Oh, and they had a perfect opportunity there to get a 4-on-1 breakaway. However, maybe just misfumbled the pass a little bit here and sent it back into the trenches.
Chance out front, Nico Komlewski passes it up to Fletcher Anderson, out the boards, out to Blake Norris at the point, can't keep it in. And the Pointers will have to tag up. Some fast offense from both sides here tonight. They're flying all over the ice.
Yeah, both teams are playing extremely aggressive right now, especially on Stout's side. They want to make a statement, and they want to make their presence known immediately, that they're not to be taken lightly.
Big hit along the boards. Point asking for a penalty, will not get one. And they'll fight for it now in the far corner in Point zone, right off to the left of Alex Proctor. Nobody's coming away with it. Tying up, Engelbert finds his man. That'll slide behind the ice. Nicholas Pigeon with it now. Pigeon wheels out round into the slot, gets a trip, no call there. Stout asking for one, they won't get it, so obviously the referees letting them play here tonight, Ashton.
Again, they know that's going to be a chippy one, and they're just going to let it happen for at least the time being.
At least the time being. Kroon wheels around, Sam Kroon passes it up, and it's on the ice to Caleb Sayre, the captain.
Oh, he lost his dribble on the puck there. So he just gives it right back to Stevens Point.
Tried to be too fancy with it, Ashton, and the Pointers will recover. Aiden Mosier tries to pass it up, loses control, taken away by Max Teckel. The Wausau native played high school hockey just 45 minutes north of Stevens Point. Pointers with a rush up the ice. Andrew Puglia slammed off the puck, kept his balance. I'm surprised, but this is what they've been practicing. They did not have very good bodily play last game. Max Teckel dumps that one in, goes for a change, no icing. Alex Proctor out of the net to play it. That's been his MO in recent games, playing out of the net quite a bit. Much to the chagrin of the crowd, I'm sure that makes their heart rate go up just a little bit.
Oh, yeah, I mean, it make anyone's heart rate go up because your job is to stay in that little arch right there. And when you go out, it's just completely open.
Kept in by Falls at the blue line. Brendan Boyce able to take it away. Boyce over the fast circle, pass into the slot, nobody there, slides it in. Alex Proctor kicks it to the corner, and that one gets shot the length of the ice, no icing.
That was a great job there by Proctor to keep it in front of him and just make sure that that puck just doesn't go through the legs.
Gunnar Moore slammed off the puck, passes it up to McAlpine, but O'Brien is there for the Pointers. Onto the stick of number 21, Ev Tomovsky, into the lineup for a first time in a while, as bodies are flying here in this game. A great opportunity now for the South Blue Devils. Flying in with a purpose, Kulin Diakawa passes it up out to Perez at the blue line into the corner, takes a shot way over the head of Alex Proctor. Fighting for it now, Alex Proctor get down on one knee, intercepted before it could get there by O'Brien, and he's crunched behind the play. Oh my goodness.
There's a shove there right at the very end. As you said, you're getting chippy, and things are getting chippy fast.
No angle shot, right as we see it right there. A huge hit from O'Brien, telling him what's what as Evtomovsky comes away with the puck. And the Pointers start their rush up the ice on the stick of Tyler German. Dumps it in. And the Pointers give chase, a trip from behind, no call. He gets up asking why there wasn't one. That was no Perez. Joseph Manning wheels it around. Tyler Masternock in net tonight for the Blue Devils as that one's up and out of play for our first stoppage in 15 minutes, 48 seconds. Just a reminder, you are listening to WWSP Stevens Point, the student voice of Pointer Athletics. If you're following along online, this stream is brought to you by Pointer Studios.
Again, I think the things that you mentioned before the game is that they're going to be chippy. Things are not. Things are going to get intense, and things have gotten very aggressive to get things started. It's been a little sloppy, but it's been very aggressive and fast-paced.
Shot from the point in the slot. A save there from Masternak, a one-timer. That came from down the slot by Kemelevsky, and the Blue Devils clear it the other way. Hayden Stocks in for the Blue Devils. Wheels around. Passes up to Boyd Stahlbaum. Boyd Stahlbaum pass out to the front, and that's a good pad save there from Alex Proctor. Long stretch pass intercepted in open ice by Sam Kroon. He needs some help, goes for a change, tries a pass across, and Brendan Boyce will have to recollect in center ice. Wheels around, finds Brendan Boyce. Offsides the call by quite a few steps. And we'll get another stoppage of play. So far we're tied at 0 apiece, 15 minutes, 7 seconds to go here in the opening faceoff. Looking at some standings, it's quite unusual. Usually you see Point out the head of these things, especially early in the season. But out of nowhere, River Falls, first time they've been ranked in quite a while, coming in at number 10, and they are leading in the standings right now with wins.
They're currently 6-1 right now overall, 2-0 in the WIAC. There's going to be another offsides, it seems like.
Quite a few steps offsides. Yeah, 2-0 in the WIAC, wins over Eau Claire and Stevens Point. Point coming up behind with 1-1. So is Stout, Superior, and Eau Claire.
I think you mentioned the surprise of River Falls. We should also mention the disappointment currently of Eau Claire. They are not playing to the standard that they're known for. Currently 2-5-1 after one of their worst starts in quite a while.
Tyler German, a shot from the point, much to your point, Ashton. Pass out in the slot, nobody there. Second opportunity for Pulius, and that one will exit the zone, 2-on-2 the other way. Pointer's first one there. That's Evan Junker, finds his way back into the lineup. Took some time off for an injury. He was duly missed, the captain for the Pointers. Long stretch pass off the skates of Josh German, and here's an opportunity for the Blue Devils. A shot in, and Alex Proctor's way out of position, trying to cover the puck, and finally finds his way back into the crease. Almost played defense there for a second.
There's a sixth defender there a little bit as he took a big hit there. It's going to be a penalty.
That's going to be a penalty on the Blue Devils, our first of the game, as getting sent down was the captain, Andrew Pulius. It's going to be 2 minutes for interference, almost assuredly. Puck nowhere near. Can't just throw checks on anybody, Ashton.
I think you're absolutely right. And here comes a moment that some Pointers fans are excited for, but some who's been watching for a while know
nobody
that
is more excited about this moment right here than Peyton Hart. Like
very
we said,
true. You're absolutely right.
He has been looking forward to this game all season, and he is the #1 guy on the power play.
Yeah, and the Pointers want to try and make a run here. They need to be more successful in the power play than they have. They have been, as characteristically, not so great in it. So if they want to really try and make a name, they need to start locking in on the power play, and there's a great start.
Blue Devils win the faceoff and clear the zone, so Point will start once again. An aggressive forecheck from the Blue Devils. That's uncharacteristic, but they understand that they cannot let this power play unit set up. And here is an opportunity now. Number 24, Sam Kroon, knocked off the puck, and Kemelevsky comes away with it. Passes up to Kemelevsky. In over the blue line, passes it back. Finds up to Mofsky. That one goes nowhere and exits the blue line.
Yeah, they're just slightly just putting their stick over the puck. It's just getting through. They're not completing passes right now. Oh, and here comes another opportunity for Stout.
Stout playing keep away. Good job defensively. That one heads over to Gunnar Moore, the alternate captain, and he dumps it in the length of the ice. And here come the Pointers the other way. Josh German on his stick. Passes up to Pulius, the captain, in over the blue line. Makes evades a man. Engelbert in the slot. Passes it down low. Anderson there waiting at the blue line. Good poke check from Halverson. With speed. In all alone. Alex Proctor to beat. Save Alex Proctor.
That was a great save there by Proctor. That could have been disastrous for Point. But instead, that's an opportunity now.
Engelbert into the half circle. Passes it up in front. Tip and score. Andrew Pulius, the captain. And the Pointers convert. It's 1-0.
Yeah, sometimes just get a feeling inside of you that something magical is going to happen. And that was an absolutely Gorgeous pass to the center there. Great tip in by the Pointers. And they're going to get things started. 1 for 1 from the power play, which is something, again, they're not entirely known for, but it's a great start to the day here.
Well, a beautiful set draw play. A pass back in front from behind the net. And Pulias is right there for the tip in. No chance whatsoever for Tyler Masenak as that one finds top shelf. Pointers off to an early lead. 12 minutes and 46 seconds to go in period number 1. Peyton Hart on the draw. Blue Devils win the draw. Perez gets leveled into the boards by Bennett Kupal, and so Joe Manning will take it for the Pointers. On the stick of Tyler German, gets tied up at the blue line, and that puck will exit the zone. O'Brien with it now. Lazy pass across, finds Joseph Manning. Cross-ice pass to German, can't corral it, and so the Pointers, just a few miscommunications here. They're not communicating, and these passes are going nowhere.
Again, it's these passes. They're just slightly missing their target, and they get sailed the other way, giving opportunity for Stout to recover the puck.
Fighting for it now in front is hitting the body, being so aggressive are both these teams. Stahlbaum throwing a couple of cross checks, and finally the Blue Devils come away with it. Bennett Kupal in the mix there as well. Tyler German, but now come the Blue Devils. Pass up the ice to McAlpine, and he has it poke checked away. Big collision near the festival sign right behind Alex Proctor. The Pointers looking to clear. Teckel passes that one across over to Mariner, dumps it in, and Point tries to clear on the stick of Colangelo. Poke check in blue ice, and the Blue Devils clear it the other way. O'Brien back to Colangelo, dumps it in with the tip, and gives chase. Matthew Falls, first one there, fights off Max Teckel, and takes it in the red line. Shot from the point, hits a man in front. Wonderful block shot there from Nick Stevens, and here come the Blue Devils the other way. No angle shot, 16 that was. Adrian Stasniak. And that one gets caught up in the equipment of the Pointers, but the Blue Devils able to keep it in. Colangelo now with the steal over the red line, dumps it in the blue line, avoids a hit. And Brendan Boyce takes over in the blue line. Engelbert there, keeps it in. Can't get the pass out more. Stasniak intended for it, but he's in the middle of some Pointers, and he'll have to just dump it in and go for the change. Engelbert, long stretch pass, intercepted in center ice by the Blue Devils. Right now, they're just like playing a tennis match with each other.
Absolutely. They're just going back and forth here. Again, they're not really able to find any opportunities. Point was able to take advantage of the one they had, and that's really the difference maker right now, is these small opportunities that is who can take advantage of it.
Cross-ice pass, Aiden Mosier, long stretch pass, finds Fletcher Anderson, who avoids the hit in the corner. Is getting pinned along the boards. Nico Kamilevsky with it. It's a 2-on-2 the other way. On the stick of number 25, Nicholas Pigeon. Intercepted in center ice by number 3, Evan Junker. Pass across to Kamilevsky. Out to the blue line. Tross German, a shot hits a man in front. And the Blue Devils just able to clear. Chirino on the ice. First time we've seen him tonight or called his name. Man with soft hands. So that one wheels around and exits the Blue Devils zone. For Joe Manning, Stahlbaum the other way, has to get there with speed, and he's just barely beat out by Blake Norris. Max Teckel at the point, tries a pass in front. Alex Proctor almost didn't see that one, and it goes just wide.
Oh, that was dangerous right there. If that could have been any closer to him, we might have seen just an accidental goal.
Exits the zone all the way down behind Tyler Masternak. Sean Bunting there to harass. Long stretch pass, and intercepted in center ice by Joseph Manning.
Oh, good interception right here. The Point does have a little bit of man opportunity. Oh, close again. Maybe close offside, but Point again really just taking better advantage of these opportunities.
Alex Proctor putting a glove on. He's seen enough. And that'll bring us to our first media timeout with 8 minutes, 58 seconds to go. The Pointers are leading 1-0. Ashton, some scores from around the WIAC.
Of course, all 6 WIAC teams are playing tonight against each other. We have River Falls, who, as we mentioned, is currently number 10 in the nation and number 1 in the WIAC. Is going against UW Superior, still 0-0 with 15:48 left to go in the first period. And then the second game against the 2 bottom teams in the WIAC, which is a surprising thing to say. We have Northland versus Eau Claire going in Eau Claire right now. Eau Claire leads 1-0 with 9:50 left to go in the first period.
We want to talk about scary standings. The NCHA has proven to be a scary conference as Aurora comes in ranked. That's the first team the Pointers lost to this season. St. Norbert's still undefeated, and Adrian up there as well. Both those teams, all three of them, scary, scary, scary. And any team from the WIAC will eventually have to play them if they go forward in the NCAA tournament.
Absolutely. And again, you're looking at looking at usually how the WIAC is in football with a ton of just high-ranking, high-skilled opponents right there. And again, I'm not surprised that Aurora's ranked, especially after how they performed against the Pointers earlier on in the season, just dismantling them. So they're looking like to be a threat right now for the tournament. And yeah, you're not kidding. NCHA
looking forward
is
to some
crazy.
good hockey between these two storied conferences as we are about ready to get back underway. Peyton Hart, once again, the man on the draw. He'll face Cullen Diakawa. Peyton Hart, the face-off violation, and so somebody's going to have to come in for the Pointers. It looks like it'll be number 15, Tyler German. German wins the draw. O'Brien there can't collect. It's taken away by the Blue Devils. Chance out in front, hits the ball behind the net. I think that's a save by Alex Proctor.
That was a
as
goal.
he is fighting everybody out of his crease.
Again, just keeping it in front, and that's an amazing save, and it's being cleared out. Maybe he might have been a missed call right there.
Interference blatantly. But Beneku Paul with it now in the corner in the Blue Devil zone. Shoots all the way out wide. Recollected by Aiden Moser. Cross ice to O'Brien. Takes it himself. And a good shot there. Block shot, Jake Alpine. And he'll clear the zone for the Blue Devils. In now for the Blue Devils. That's number 17, Nicholas Stevens. Has a man in the slot. Couldn't find him. Number 26, Caleb Sear. Fighting for it in the near corner, really battling for it. Both of these teams, it's something we saw right in front of us at the Blue Devils bench. They are not afraid to throw the cross check as there's a check from behind, and I think that's going to be a penalty or it goes out of play.
I'm thinking they're going to say it went out of play right there.
They will get the call. It'll be on number 26, Caleb Sayre. So it was a combination of both, out of play and the penalty. Fortunate bounce there for the Blue Devils as they would have still had to play a man down 6-on-5. And so with 8 minutes to go, the Pointers going to go back on the power play.
Again, as you said, Stout's playing really aggressive right now. However, there's a double-edged sword to that of if you're playing aggressive and they're going to call it, the refs are going to
Anderson,
call it.
one-timer off the shin pad of Gunnar Moore. And there's a check from behind. It'll be a call. And so we'll get 4-on-4 action for a minute and 49 seconds.
Now the point was like, I don't want another power play. Here, we'll go 4-on-4 now.
I'm sure the bench is asking why Schroeder, the down linesman, did not make that call and why the up judge had to make that call. Call is made nonetheless, and so at the end of it all, Stout will come away with about 11 minutes of power play. 11 seconds of power play.
You have a whole 11 seconds, just short of a dozen.
Fletcher Anderson in for the draw. He wins it, and it'll be 4-on-4 action for a minute and 49 seconds. Anderson with it over the blue line, passes up. Dawson Shrino, pass intercepted in center ice. Sam Kroon, pass across, tried to find Boyd Stahlbaum, nobody there, and finds Pigeon. Pigeon puts on the brakes, wheels around the middle circle, takes it himself. It'll be 4-on-1 the other way. Has Teckle streaking into center ice. That shot up and out of play for a stoppage.
So now really just not much happening there, just wasting a little bit of time. And we're just going to be getting back to another face-off there.
Diakawa on for the Blue Devils. That's a name we've called a lot through the years. We remember that we've seen him basically since our freshman year, Ashton.
Very true. Man, that's a crazy thing to say right there. Oh, we're so old.
Face-off won by the Blue Devils on the stick of Tyler Pfister, but Dawson Sherino, one man to beat. And great defense in front, tries it down low in the slot, nobody home. And here comes Stevens the other way for Stout. Puts on the brakes, passes it across. Good defense in the lane by Evan Junker. Defends that one away. Offside's the call. And point will have to tag up. Fletcher Anderson streaking across, finds Blake Norris. Dumps it in the blue line. In lazily, and Stout will come away with it on the stick of Tyler Pfister.
Again, had an opportunity there, wasn't really able to convert there. Yeah, maybe just a couple of missed passes here and there. Good defense by Stout. Just really sending us back to more of a neutral state.
In over the blue line. Makes a good move, makes another good move, but swatted aside into non-dangerous territory. Alex Proctor, he's seen enough of that one. As the Pointers will try to clear, tried to find Andrew Poulias, but nobody there. And the Blue Devils will take over. Moore in center ice over the blue line. Hustled the whole way down and has his pocket picked by number 5, Blake Norris. And a long stretch pass, 2-on-1 the other way. Kamilevsky in with Poulias, pass across Poulias, and he puts it wide.
Oh, I had the perfect opportunity there to go 2-0. Go up 2-0, just put it just a wee bit wide.
12 seconds to go, 10 seconds now for the power play unit for Stout. I think Point is just going to eat these couple of seconds.
Yeah, that's smart there.
Stout will not get a shot off on power play time, as it offsides is the call. Tyler German just a little bit anxious there, a tad or two offsides. And with 1 minute and 47 seconds to go, the Pointers are still leading by 1.
Man, I will say this game is going by a little quickly right now. It's already 5:40 left to go in the first period. Things are moving along right now. But again, now Pointers had a perfect opportunity to go up 2-0. Just one thing went wrong, and now stuck till 1-0.
Tyler German with speed, makes a man miss, makes another man miss, passes it across. Kupal takes it himself off the post and wide.
That was a good shot right there. Had a real chance. Just one piece wasn't there.
Hermanis over to German. German takes it away, taps it up, finds number 7, Joseph Manning, dumps it in for number 17, Bennett Kupal. Over to Moser. Moser drops it back. German at the half circle, fighting for it, gets tied up, and coming away with it is Aiden Moser. Hermanis eventually over to number 24, Sam Kroon. And the Blue Devils will recollect. Point goes for a change. Sam Kroon, long stretch pass, dumped in, no icing. And the Pointers come away. Aiden Moser, drop pass, Joseph Manning. Manning dumps it in. Masternak out of his net to play that one. The pass along the boards finds Terrell. Terrell over to Dvorak. Dvorak, no angle, shot pad, save, follow-up opportunity wide. And the Pointers with a 2-on-3 the other way. Kamilevsky out wide, takes it himself. Glove save, Masternak, and we'll have a stoppage.
You know, something I did notice right there from Stout is, yes, they're aggressive. Oh, and things are getting a little chippy there.
Halverson, I think, is going to get a penalty out of this.
And that'd be the third one for Stout this period already. However, again, I just want to finish my thought I had earlier. Again, we can see that Stout's being really aggressive. They're trying to make their presence known, but there are two.
Oh, he's getting shown the gate. Halverson is getting a match penalty.
Oh, and he is asking some questions.
I don't think he understands why, but Halverson is getting shown the gate.
So is this going to be a major penalty
This will be at least a major. It'll be a match penalty. Halverson is getting shown the gate.
Interesting.
I'm not sure what could comprehend that. We saw them tangled up.
I know something must have been said. Something
had
must
to have been
said.
something that was said. You're right.
Because physically, I don't know what happened.
I think it might have been head contact.
Oh, head cut, really? So you're saying he might have just thrown a punch at his helmet or something?
Something like that, or he got the arms up. I mean, Schroeder's got a tight leash tonight then. I didn't see anything that would constitute being shown the gate.
I was looking the other way because I was trying to make a point about Stout's offense. But they're trying to talk about something right now. But, I mean, again, as we said, points going to be in the power play for probably at least the rest of this period. This is crazy stuff here. But again, so we got a little bit of an opportunity here. Again, so the thing about Stout that I'm noticing during this first period, yes, they're aggressive. Yes, they're showing that they should not be taken lightly.
It'll be a 5-minute major. Schroeder, I think, is over this one. It's going to be somebody that was on the ice, so it will be a 5.
Wow, 5-minute major. Crazy stuff. Sorry.
So head coach Mike McDonald's got to choose somebody to serve this. Well, I can't believe that. I will just go back to that, Ashton. I'm sorry that your point
I'm trying to
keeps
make
getting
a
cut off.
point.
But I'm trying to think of what could have happened, what could have been said.
You know what? I think it's because of the last time these guys played, they got really aggressive. They started getting like really chippy with
So
one
they
another.
just decided that's it.
Yeah, exactly. They want to like make sure that doesn't really happen today, and they want to cut it, like want to nip it in the bud.
Ashton, your point that we keep
Okay.
getting cut off. Go.
So basically, I'm going to keep it real short. Stout's playing aggressive. However, because of that, this is their third penalty this period. Nearly, if there wasn't a 4-on-4, 9 minutes of power play for the Pointers. That's a real problem.
Pointers win the initial draw. A shot from the point off the glove. Officially, they called it face mask. So there was hands to the face. So it will be a face mask.
That's usually a football call right there.
Well, 5-minute major is the call. Sherino in with speed, makes everybody miss, drops the pass,
Yeah, it doesn't get any worse.
and it will be cleared out of the zone, but just barely. The Pointers recover in central ice. So a 5-minute major penalty for the Pointers. They are 1 for 2 tonight already. And here's an opportunity now. Anderson Fletcher in. Oh, no! Pouliot almost had his second of the night in the same fashion, but he puts it just wide, and you could see arched back in pain that he missed it.
Oh, no, and this is a real opportunity for Stout now.
In down low, as that one ends the threat. And number 11, Tayakawa. A chance out in front, Tayakawa. And Proctor puts a glove on for a stoppage of play with 3 minutes and 30 seconds to go. This penalty will take us, no matter what, until the end of the period.
Now, I will say again, though, noticing from that attempt right there, another thing about the aggressiveness is that I'm not really seeing Stout taking very many good shots right now. They're shooting it at the goal, so the shots on goal is going to increase. But I don't think there's really been that many quality shots right now from Stout. They're just kind of throwing it at Proctor, see if it will, like something will slip.
If anything will stick on the wall, so to speak.
Exactly.
Face-off won by the Pointers, taken by Junker behind the net. Junker into the corner, takes it himself, exits the zone, long stretch pass, tries to find Hart, and a good poke check in the middle. Stevens drops it back for Tayakawa. Junker right there to recollect. Wheels behind his own net. Stout playing aggressive on the forecheck. They are not going to let point come in easily into the zone. Kamilevsky gets the pass, takes it himself. That one up and out of play for another stoppage. 3 minutes and 4 seconds to go.
So as you mentioned, it's going to be 5-on-4 hockey for the rest of the period. Because again, man, I'm just so I wish I was down there because I want to see what happened. I want to know what was said. Man,
it's a shame we don't have a camera angle down there.
Right?
Face-off won by the Pointers, but it will exit the zone down the entire length of ice. And it'll be recollected by Josh German. German drop pass, Aaron pass, save, Alex Proctor.
Jeez, again,
dropped it back, tried to find Caleb Sear right there with the interception. And Alex Proctor had to make the quick save. He was so nonchalant about it, too. It was like, it's a daily occurrence for me.
Yeah, it usually is a daily occurrence for Proctor. But, again, it's these errant passing mistakes that are giving Stout opportunities that they shouldn't have.
Pouliot at the blue line. Cross-ice pass, Anderson dumps it down low, intercepted by Bryce. Behind the net now. Drops it down low, Sherino. Pass across to the slot, nobody there. Anderson recollects, blue line. Back to Anderson. Wheels around the face-off circle, down low. Back to Anderson. Over to Pouliot. Blue line across to German. Red line. Sherino takes it himself. Backhand shot. Where is the puck? And it's underneath the pad of Tyler Mosternak.
Yeah, it was a good chance there. I saw the vision. Just wanted to poke it in there. But Mosternak was able to get a pad on it. And now we're going back to another face-off.
2 minutes exactly left to go here in period number 1. 2 minutes and 28 seconds left to go. On the 5-minute major, the point is up 1-0. Face-off, won by the Pointers out at the blue line. Cross-ice pass to Kamilevsky. Kamilevsky loses in his skate, spin move, drops it down low for Hart. Hart across the ice to Junker. Junker at the blue line. That one skips off his stick to Bunting. Bunting recovers. 4 boards behind the net. Peyton Hart back to Bunting out in front, and Mosternak puts a glove on. That comes free, and the Pointers will have to reset. O'Brien in his own zone. Spin move, lazy spin move over the blue line, over the red line, jumps it up. Peyton Hart with speed, 2-on-1. Drops it back towards the slot, defended away to the corner. O'Brien at the blue line, across to Junker. Junker takes it himself, hits a man in front, number 22, Jacob Halverson. And they're not able to keep it in. It'll exit the zone, and the Pointers once again reset to Alex Proctor. Dumps it up over to Evan Junker.
Oh, and they're good.
Tripping call, clear tripping call. Whoa,
Not
my
gonna
goodness.
call it, though.
They're not going to call it. That's about as blatant as I've ever seen.
Whoa,
Wow.
baby.
I can't believe they didn't call that is
The
crazy to me.
The monkey's paw curls.
I guess. Asking ye shall receive, but my goodness, as we are in the final minute of play here in period number 1, 35 seconds to go on the clock to Engelbert.
I mean, you keep making football analogies. Even in football, that'd be a call right there.
Absolutely.
Like,
how about as blatant a slew foot even? Over to Chirino, Engelbert in with Chirino, jumps it back for Poulias at the blue line, trying to clear, not able to do so. Kept in just barely, and it will finally exit the zone. 15 seconds to go here in period number 1 to Anderson. Anderson checked off the puck behind the net. Both teams fighting for it. Somebody without a stick as it's laying there on the ice. Anderson's just going to eat this puck, I think, with 2 seconds to go. That'll bring us to the end of period number 1. The Pointers take period number 1, 1-0, and they'll have 27 seconds to go on the 5-minute major come period number 2.
I mean, yeah, the Pointers got off to a really good start here. Again, the first power play that they had was able to connect on able to get a 1-0 lead. But after that, it had some really good opportunities and just have flubbed it at the finish line. And they've just been tripping over themselves, and I think that's really, even though they're up 1-0, that's a big thing that I'm seeing right now that can be taken to the locker room, is that they're just kind of beating themselves. They're giving Stout opportunities to try and come back into this game, and they really need to just kind of simmer down a bit.
Have to agree. What a first period it's been. A goal, a couple of penalties, an ejection, and a 5-minute major. But the Pointers come away with the 1 goal by Andrew Poulias. That will take us into our break. When the Pointers come back, they'll be on the power play for 27 seconds in period number 2. Just a reminder, you are listening to WWSP Stevens Point, the student voice of Pointer Athletics. If you're following along online, this stream is brought to you by Pointer Studios. Welcome everybody back to KB Willet Arena for period number 2 of Pointer hockey. The Pointers up 1-0 after an explosive first period. A lot of penalties were called, including a match major. My name is Liam Statz, and I am once again joined in the booth by Ashton Parker.
Yeah, we lost our cameraman. He's gone.
He'll be back.
He'll be back.
He
just went to go grab some milk.
In the meantime, it's the greatest opportunity as entered to say thank you to Jacob Spoerl for teching tonight, as well as Owen Bessie back at the studio with William Spreeman on the camera.
Yeah, big shout out.
Thank you. Big shout outs. Some stats from the first period. Alex Proctor, 7 saves, no goals allowed. Masternak, a little bit more of a quiet night. 4 saves, 1 goal allowed in the face-off circle. The Pointers are winning by quite a ton, 12 wins to 3. And as everybody knows, if you want to win the game, keeping the puck is key. And nowhere else better to do it than in the face-off circle.
You are absolutely.
We are just about ready to get back underway with the power play unit. 27 seconds of power play time here in period number 2 for the Pointers.
I think a good thing to mention right now is, again, there's still shots on goals right now. Only 5-7 right now. Point only had 5 true shots on goal last period. And hoping maybe get a little more aggressive this time around.
Dawson Chirino in deep for the Pointers. Really fighting for it now on the far boards. Comes out to Junker, across ice pass. Anderson Fletcher. Back to Junker. Slot takes it himself. Masternak there on the save. Dropped the puck, covers it up for the first stoppage. And we'll have some after play activities. Who else but Dawson Chirino in that one?
Not true. I mean, it's just more pushing and shoving. It's what's new here? What's new?
What else is new? Dawson Chirino getting under the skin of the opponent. Something he is prolific at doing. 11 seconds of power play time left on the clock for the Pointers. Face-off, won by the Pointers. A bouncing puck. Chirino wheels around. No angle shot. Cross the ice. Oh my goodness, what a save by Masternak.
That was an impressive save. They had a great shot there. Was able to. It's in front of him. Oh.
Glove save from Tyler Masternak. Hits the ice. He puts a glove on. And that will end the power play threat. So they don't score on the 5-minute major, and ejection from Halverson. Again, one of the rare ejections. Jacob Halverson, well, interestingly enough, alternate captain for the Blue Devils.
I know. Again, it was just so surprising to see that major ejection being called. Because, again, we didn't really see anything. And we asked a few people during the break if they saw anything, and they also didn't see anything.
Face-off, won by the Pointers, wheels around off the stick of Tyler German and cleared. Down the ice on the stick, Joe Manning tries to pass it up, kept in the blue line by Stahlbaum. Evtomovsky there to knock him off the puck. German gives chase. Across the ice, Pigeon into the blue line, dumps it back for Joseph Manning. Way in offsides, he'll have to tag up. And the Pointers start their rush offensively. Blake Norris there to Evtomovsky, back to Norris behind the net. Hassled the entire way by Pigeon, not able to clear. Tries to get it up the ice. German poke checks it wide, no icing. Diakawa on the ice. We talked about him a lot. He's been all over in front of the net. Really a thorn in the side. Stahlbaum by himself. Toe drag over to Diakawa, and lucky for the Pointers, that one rolls off the end of the stick.
That was a super pretty move there by Stout. Had a great opportunity, just was a little wide.
Kemalevsky now in open ice. Engelbart takes it himself, and a save. Tyler Masternak, what a save there. He has been all over the ice tonight.
I mean, he's having a great period to start off right now. 2 fantastic saves off of 2 pretty good shots from Point. It's not like Point's getting bad shots. They're getting good ones. Masternak has just proven it. He's just a really good goalie.
Well, Masternak is somebody that Alex Proctor has looked forward to competing against all the time. He has competed against Tyler Masternak since the NA3HL. And there's a shot right off the face-off by Anderson. Save Masternak. No angle shot. Josh German. Where's the puck? I think it's in some equipment or in the glove of Tyler Masternak. He is, again, having himself one heck of a night defensively in the crease.
You're absolutely right. And again, just a lot of just stop and go, trying to find any sort of rhythm right now. Not really given many opportunities to. So right now, Point is pretty chill with just playing this sort of waiting game, though, with the 1-0 lead.
Anderson Fletcher across to Junker, goes off his shin pad, and the Blue Devils with a rush up the other way. In by himself, knocked off the puck, Josh German taking away Max Teckel. And they'll go over to Evan Junker. Evan Junker flips it down low and into the skates of Engelbert. 2-on-1 the other way. Takes it himself. I save Tyler Masternock. Follow-up chance just wide off the side of the net. And it kicks out to Josh German. Blake Norris takes it himself up and out of play for a stoppage. 3-on-1 opportunity for the Pointers, and they cannot convert.
Yeah, decided just to take it himself, and ultimately, again, had a really good opportunity. Was wide open. It was just him versus Masternak, and just didn't put it right in the right spot there. Maybe was trying to angle a little more into the corners. Wasn't able to hit it, and yet again, Point had another great chance. Isn't able to convert.
Face-off won by Pulias. Passed out wide, Aiden Mosier not able to corral. Keeps it in at the blue line. Back up to Pulias in the corner. Gets hustled. Down the wall, back to Morris. Mosier. Back to Mosier. Wheels around the blue line. Takes himself, dumps it down low. Hits a man in front. And the Blue Devils will clear the zone the other way. Joseph Manning right there. Dumps it out wide, out by the penalty box for Dawson Chirino. Over to Pulias. Not able to get there, and it comes up the LAC the other way. Maxis Romanis dumps it in. Joseph Manning for the Pointers into the corner. Takes a weird bounce off the glass. A shot from Boyce from the point. Goes wide. And it's a 2-on-0. A golden opportunity. Pulias hits the deck to pull. Chirino puts it wide.
Oh, Pulias hit the deck there. He had a perfect chance.
Lost an edge.
Tripped.
That's a heartbreaker if you're this Pointers team. Lost an edge. It was 2-on-1. Chirino and Pulias. And neither of them are able to put it in the back of the net.
Yeah, it's definitely one you want to take back if you're the Pointers. You want to get that one back because that's gold. That's money right there.
Hit in front of the net. There will be a penalty upcoming.
I think it's going to be on Stout here.
No, it's a stoppage of play as the cage comes off. As the cage comes off of McCabe Dvorak. No penalty upcoming, just a big hit in the center ice. And we'll get a stoppage of play.
Yeah, it was a huge hit there. You definitely thought maybe it was a penalty call with how it's being called in the first game. They immediately stopped that. But, as you said, nothing bad happened.
When the cage comes off, it's always a dangerous spot as there is some Falls and Stahlbaum going at each other. Well, like we said, these two teams not happy with how each other acted last time they met each other. Stahlbaum hitting the ice off the faceoff. Falls buries him.
I think a big thing to notice about this game, too, real quick, is that both these teams have the exact same record right now. They're both 4-3, and they're both 1-1 in the WIAC. They are incredible. This is a huge match for
Oh, my goodness. A huge hit at center ice. A chance out in front. Tyler Masternock poke checks it away. So much happened in so little time.
Oh, my God.
A huge hit in the corner, and if that doesn't show you how these two teams are playing each other, I don't know what does. Fighting for it now, wheels behind Masternock. The Blue Devils do come away. It's on the stick of Max Tackle, the Wausau native. Kept in at the blue line, 2-on-2 the other way. Knocked off the stick, Tackle was, and Falls will take it the other way for the Blue Devils. 2-on-1 in front of Alex Proctor. In all alone, Proctor makes a save. Follow-up chance goes wide off of Ev Tomoski in front. And the Pointers now with a rush up the ice. Over to Hart. Hart not able to get in on the blue line, and the Blue Devils the other way. 2-on-2 into the corner. Alex Proctor pokes it away, way out of his net to play that one. There's a trip. No call once again. And Peyton Hart with it now. Long pass to German. German with speed, in all alone, taking himself, tries to find the corner and can't.
It was a great chance. If he would just put it a little under, I think that would have gone in. Again, just inches. It's a game of inches.
Changing shot, and Proctor there to make the save. Almost had it there. Nobody knows where the puck is, and so Hart comes the other way by himself. Dumps it in. Josh German all by himself. Backhand shot, pokes away. Tyler Masternock.
What a masterclass right now of goalie performance.
Dumps it in. Alex Proctor there to make the save. Into the corner, over to Engelbart. Perez in center ice. He hits the deck out to the blue line, taking it himself. Nobody can get the puck in. It will exit the zone. It'll be a 2-on-2 the other way. Engelbart, cross-ice pass, almost had Kemelevsky. Nobody there, streaking the other way, number 16. Stasiak shoots, and Alex Proctor with the save.
That was a great save right there by Proctor. It was just a one-on-one there. He was able to perfectly read where it was going to happen. Just put it right nice in the mitt.
Alex Proctor stands tall. Stasiak's best look all night offensively. and he is right there to make the save.
I think that was the best
up
shot.
This game.
That was the best shot that Stout has taken all game.
Have to agree with you. 100%. Best look they've had all game. They're just not able to get there as a face-off violation. Pigeon will have to exit. Bremanis in, and they'll win the draw. Pigeon wheels around, takes it himself. I don't know if that was a shot or a pass. Slap shot from the point off the skate of Anderson. Anderson with speed, drops it up, finds Engelbert. Poke check in the lane, and that one goes to the corner. Engelbert in there. Drops it back for Anderson. Anderson wheels around, fighting for it in the corner. Both these teams getting so physical and aggressive with each other, especially when it comes to on the boards.
And much like the first period at the beginning, the refs are letting things go for at least the time being.
Kroon drops it back. Bremanis in the slot, takes it himself. Great poke check there from Anderson. It's a 3-on-3. In over the line, drops it back. Kemalevsky not able to corral, and it goes around. Joseph Manning in there fighting for it behind the net into the corner. Blue Devils look to clear, aren't able to do so. Finally get it out of their own zone. Try a rush up the ice. Manning right there with the interception and hitting the deck of the Blue Devils. In by himself, Bunting. Face-off circle, takes it himself. Loud stick save from Tyler Masternak. Norris dumps that one around. Finds Dawson Chirino. Chirino down low, drops it back. Pulias, the captain, out to the blue line. And the Blue Devils come away with it. Long ice pass. Eftimovsky there. And Alex Proctor out of the net to play. Drops it back. Finds Moser. Norris dumps it up. Norris, long stretch pass. Sereno puts on the brakes. Takes it himself over the blue line. Not able to corral. And Sear crunched off the puck in front of the Pointer bench. Blue Devils come away. Loud hit there from Stocks as there's a great pass. Sean Bunting, face-off circle, pass towards the front end and just not able to put it on the net. It goes wide into the corner.
I like the idea there again. Just give it to the front of the goal. Give them an opportunity.
Get the deflect in.
Yep.
So far, that's how the only goal tonight has been scored. 1-0 the Pointers lead with 12 minutes and 35 seconds to go in period number 2.
I mean, that's another thing, though, I can say is that the Pointers been really good again, though.
Takes it himself, puts it just wide. The nice toe drag. We've seen that a lot from Stout tonight. They are just really nice at getting in close to the net as it comes below the net into the slot. Everybody fighting for it. Follow-up chance, save. Alex Proctor, it goes wide. And the Pointers look to clear. Hill hassled at the blue line, able to clear. And the Blue Devils recollect. Stevens puts on the brakes, face-off circle, off the mask of Alex Proctor, and out of play, and hitting the deck afterwards is a Pointer, and he's down and out.
Oh, yeah, it's a little slow to get up right there.
Evan Junker, who is coming off an injury, very slow to get up, asking the referee why there's no penalty. There is somebody after the net.
Yeah, it looks like he's okay, though, overall. Thankfully for that, because as he said, Junker is just getting back from an injury too, so you don't want him re-aggravating it as soon as like right now, not even halfway through this game.
Just a reminder, you are listening to UWSP Stevens Point, the student voice of Pointer Athletics. And if you are following along online via YouTube, this stream is brought to you by Pointer Studios. Evan Junker will exit the ice, and they'll be subbed back on. Andrew Pulias, Peyton Hart. Nobody is happy with how this referee crew is officiating right now.
It's been a rough night for the officiating crew. They are not making any fans here.
No fans whatsoever, but the draw is won by the Pointers. O'Brien swings it around, finds Peyton Hart, who dumps it out of the zone. No icing, waved off, and it's recollected by Dayakawa. Dayakawa crunched off the puck at blue line. Tyler German with it now, takes himself toe drag, and hits a man in front off the shin of Sam Kroon. Dayakawa, 2-on-1, has Tyrell, takes it himself, save. Alex Proctor, follow-up chance, where's the puck bouncing around in the crease? And there's finally a whistle.
And Stout, not happy, they kind of were looking for a penalty right there.
Well, they're asking for a face mask call because that's what Halverson was ejected on. I don't blame them for asking him for that.
I don't think they're going to give it to him, though.
I don't think they're going to give him that call.
Yeah. Again, that was a super good. However, I want to give a big props right now to the Point defense. They are playing fantastic tonight. Just really getting there at the perfect timing. Great poke checks. And just really causing the chaos down there to not let Stout have a good opportunity to get that puck when Proctor was in a very compromised position.
11 minutes, 37 seconds to go The Pointers will win the draw. It's on Joseph Manning's stick. Dumps it up for Anderson. He loses an edge, but he manages to clear the zone. Down low the other way for the Blue Devils. In and out of the hands of Stosniak, and the Pointers come in off of the blocker of Tyler Masternak. A lazy save there, a save nonetheless. And the Pointers look to set up offensively, pinned in the corner. Blue Devils come away with it. Taken by O'Brien. Intercepted at the blue line. Now number 6, Rimanis. Joseph Manning there for it, and it's on the stick of Anderson. Blue line. Wheels around into the red line. Takes it himself off the glove of Tyler Masternak and out. And here come the Blue Devils the other way. Crunched off the boards. That's number 22, O'Brien. He hits the deck. They're going to call O'Brien for that. They will say interference. And honestly, I'm going to agree with that call. Didn't give him the room that he needed to get by. You can kind of squeeze that gap, but you can't stop him from moving. And they will get the call.
Yep, I think you're absolutely right there. I think that's one of the first few calls I think overall both teams can agree with right now. Because again, you just didn't give him that room right there. And Point is going to be on a penalty kill. And much like how Point usually hasn't been great in the power play, penalty kill is one of their strong suits right now. So they're trying to make sure really getting back into it.
Really the first opportunity. Shot and a save off the blocker. Alex Proctor are going to go into the stats. But we're right into it. Perez at the blue line drops it back. Pigeon wheels around, face-off circle over the slot, and a stick in the lane ends that threat. Sean Bunting back out to Pigeon at the blue line. Wheels around, in by himself into the slot. A hard pass goes wide. Pointers look to clear and do. Takes some time off the clock. Pigeon at the red line has that one off his stick, and Blake Norris shovels that one the rest of the way. Perez in over the blue line, dumps it up, finds Stocks, back to Perez. Errant pass, Stocks knocked off the puck. Pigeon over the blue line, drops it back. Wheels around, number 28, Boyd Stahlbaum. Chance in front, save, Alex Proctor, and he slid it off the back pad of Alex Proctor, and that's going to be a goal for the Blue Devils.
Yeah, first power play opportunity for the Blue Devils. They take advantage of it and tie things up right now in the second period.
Well, an unfortunate goal. He just tried to pass it back. They're going to credit that one to Stahlbaum. Tries to pass that one into the slot for somebody there. Alex Proctor out of position. It goes off his back pad, and it's a tie game with 9 minutes and 52 seconds to go in period number 2.
And I think that's something, again, you mentioned before, and it's something that Proctor's been doing a lot more. He's been out of position a lot this season. And so we see the double-edged sword of that right there, where those unfortunate circumstances and those preventable goals fall for the opposing team.
Well, Alex Proctor has still remained tall in net for this squad. He has about 16 saves now in this game. It's an unfortunate goal, but you just got to forget about it and move on. Evan Junker a long stretch in off that glove of Kroon. Kroon wheeling around and deciding to pass it up. Finds number 23, Max Teckel. Teckel to Engelbrook. Stosniak in there with Engelbert. Mosier tries to come away with it. Stosniak tries a pass to center ice. And Anderson there to intercept. Dumps it up, finds Aiden Mosier in with speed. Puts on the brakes, wheels around. Tries to pass it into the slot. German off the bench. Wheels around on the face-off circle. Drops it back. And the Blue Devils will come the other way. A long stretch pass. And a good stick in the lane by Joseph Manning. Knocks Diakawa off the puck. Around for Bennett Kupal. Dumps it up. Tries to clear the zone and does. German puts on the brakes. Tries to find Peyton Hart. No icing. It's waved off. Doesn't quite get there. Hart into the corner. Tries to find the puck. And the Blue Devils clear. Joseph Manning with it now. In center ice, drops it up. Aiden Mosier. Long stretch pass. Tries to find Bennett Kupal. Masternak out of his net to play that one. Wheels around. Has Blake Norris. Norris knocked off the puck, and it's on the stick of Nicholas Stevens. Stevens in all alone by himself towards the net, and a save. Alex Proctor as he hits the net in his own crease.
That was well played there by Proctor. Just reading it, not panicking, and it's getting the pads down.
Great save from him. That's going to go the length of the ice. Should be icing, and it is. And there was some contact after the play. Sean Bunting's down on the ice. Crowd reacting to it, and Pfister's going to head to the box.
Wait, are they gonna? Wait a minute. Hold on. I don't know if I think they're gonna say the icing might have been called first.
I could have sworn that the referee had his hand up like it was a penalty.
I think he may have had that hand up for icing.
Referee doesn't call icing.
Oh, wait a minute.
Cross-ice
you might be
pass.
onto something there.
As there's a big hit at the blue line. Hitting the deck is number 5, Blake Norris. Another big hit. And it's a 2-on-1 the other way for the Blue Devils. And over the line. Backhand shot towards the net. And Alex Proctor gets absolutely buried in his own crease.
You wanted just to play up there, trying to get that puck before any Stout could have maybe tried to flip it over him, but pays the price with a big hit.
And that'll bring us to the first media timeout of the period. 1-1 aside, tied here in period number 2.
Yeah, first media timeout, 7:38 left.
7:38 left. That shows you how long this game has been. But Ashton, you have some score updates.
Of course I do. So with the Superior River Falls game right now, currently tied at 1 apiece. River Falls did have a 1-0 lead going into the second period. However, Superior able to answer, and now it's currently 1-1, 13:49. Let's go in second period. And Eau Claire leading 2-0 against Northland right now. Currently been quiet here in the second period, but Eau Claire had 2 goals in the first that they've been holding on to.
If you care about D1 hockey, the Wisconsin Badgers up 1-0 in the second period over the number 1 ranked 1-loss Michigan State University.
Man, what a win that would be.
That would be a huge win for this repertoire, especially for a struggling Wisconsin Badgers.
After the highs of last season, I completely understand. This would be a massive turnaround for them.
A massive turnaround as 5v5 action. Alex Proctor skates back out there. He looks fine. This has been a physical game both ways. Neither side wanted to give an inch.
Yeah, and again, it seems like they're making them. They're calling it a little less this time around. We've only had 1 penalty on Stevens Point, and so they're really letting them play this time during this second period here, and we're seeing the effects right now. Both teams do not want to lose this game.
Absolutely. Face-off won by the Blue Devils. Kept in by Stocks. Fires it off the face mask of Evtomovsky and around the net. Collected by Blake Norris. Tries to pass it up and clear the zone. Unable to do so, and it wheels around. Norris dumps that one down low over to Anderson. Engelbert with it now. Wheels across over to Kroon. Kroon at the blue line, red line. Dumps it in and off the back of the cage. And the Pointers put on the brakes. Blake Norris takes it now in the front of his own net. Over the blue line, tops it across, finds Engelbart, has that one off his stick. Evtomovsky didn't know where it was, and that one was almost offsides. That reacted like it was, and that one will exit the length of the ice. Anderson with it now. Over the blue line, drops it back off his stick to Kamalevsky. Kamalevsky wheels around, and it gets cleared by the Blue Devils. Over to Norris, dumps it off the boards. Tries to find his teammates, and the Blue Devils recollect it. McAlpine right there for it. Norris now with it. It seems to me that this play has slowed down than how it's been.
I think so. I think you're right, but also I think the intensity of which Stout is playing right now is remaining the same, because a big thing is that Stevens Point has not had the opportunity to really get anything offensively going. They have been taking quick shots. They haven't really been able to really set something up, I feel. And I think that's really affecting the quality of shots that they're taking, because just like last period, Stevens Point hasn't taken really any good quality shots except for the first couple of minutes of this period. It's been pretty dry after that.
Face-off won by the Blue Devils. They'll clear the zone immediately. German right there for it. Dumps it up to Shrino. He'll roof it. That hits the top of KB Willet Arena, and it will bring us out to center ice.
Man, that was
nothing you can really say about that. Shrino just trying to dump it in for the zone, but straight up and into the roof of KB Willet Arena. Historic KB Willet Arena.
Oh, you're so right.
Just a reminder, you are listening to UWSP Stevens Point, a student voice of Pointer Athletics. If you're following along online, this stream is brought to you by Pointer Studios. Shrino right there in the mix of things with bunting. And the Blue Devils the other way. Diakawa tips over his own skates at the blue line. And Shrino the other way. One man to beat, puts on the brakes, passes it back. Nobody there. Diakawa on the back check. He comes away with the puck. German over the blue line. Good poke check there into the corner. And the Blue Devils will clear. Cross the ice. finds number 20, Connor Mariner. Proctor out of his net to play it over to German. Tries to clear the blue line, does not. Kept in by the Blue Devils. No angle shot, follow-up chance in the back of the net. A second opportunity, and the Blue Devils will take the lead off the stick of McCabe Dvorak.
Yeah, it was just what a wonderful opportunity. They took it, and they just ran with it there. As Stout now is taking the lead over Stevens Point.
Well, that's a heartbreaker. You can feel the momentum really leave this building. A no-angle shot originally by Diakawa off the pad of Alex Proctor, and Dvorak right there with the follow-up and the rebound, puts it in the back of the net. And so with 5 minutes and 33 seconds to go in period number 2, the Blue Devils will have the lead. Manning with it now, wheels around over to Colangelo. Colangelo fighting forward along the far boards into the corner. Blue Devils come away with it on the stick of Pigeon. No angle shot from the point goes wide off to the right of Alex Proctor. In the corner now, both teams battling for it, and eventually Dvorak, the goal scorer, comes away, and it is passed up to Falls. Quentin Hill fighting for it now, wheels around over to Tyrell. Pigeon no angle chance into the slot. Hill passes it up, and it's taken by Falls. Falls finds Hill, touches it, so no icing. And the Pointers will recollect in center ice over to Hill. Dumps it back for Falls. And now is number 19, Gino Colangelo. And the Pointers will have to reset. Across the ice to Norris, into the red line. Dumps it in. Blue Devils. Long stretch pass, great there from Stahlbaum, and he has it himself over the blue line. Both these teams battling for it. Point realizing it's not going to be an easy task, as that one's off the skate of Peyton Hart. Alex Proctor out of the net to play that one. Drops it back for Ev Tomovsky. Over to Norris and Kupal. Kupal drops it back into the slot, and there's a backhand shot off the stick of Ev Tomovsky. And Alex Proctor puts a glove on for the stoppage.
Grabbed the stick of one of the Stout players there who was trying to come in and poke the puck out. But, yeah, I mean, again, not much to say there. Again, I just think that overall, Stevens Point just hasn't had the offensive presence that they did in their first period. They are struggling to get anything going, and it's been all Stout, it feels like, this entire period.
Well, you can feel the momentum from this building that's normally there is no longer, as Masternock has had a quiet night tonight, especially here in this second period. And it's a double face-off violation. Hart and Stevens forced to exit the face-off circle. And it will be now on the duties of Tyler German and Cade Dvorak. Over to Perez. Turman with it now. 2-on-1 the other way if they hustle. Cross-ice pass. Peyton Hart takes it himself. Puts it high and wide. Kept in by Junker at the blue line. And finally exits the zone.
Yeah, it had a 2-on-1, but I don't think they were quick enough, so it turned into to a 1-on-1. Take a shot. Just
into the slot now for the Blue Devils. That passes it back out to the blue line on the stick of number 8, Dvorak, with the goal scorer. That one goes wide off to the left of Alex Proctor. Dvorak tied up in the corner. Blue Devils come away with it on the stick of McAlpine out across to blue line for Perez. Spinaruski puts him in a blender, puts it back for Peyton Hart, and not able to clear. More no angle shot, glove save through traffic. Alex Proctor.
Man, that was a nice save right there from Proctor. He needed one of those after a bit of a rough stretch this period. Again, it was a good shot there, though. However, it was a great save by Proctor.
Great save through traffic. A lot of bodies in front of him. Stays with the puck and angles to it, and he manages to make the save. Face-off, won by the Pointers, taken by Aiden Mosier, puts on the brakes into the corner, loses control of the puck. Engelbert there to help. Passes it back, Mosier behind his own net. Tries to clear over to Kemelevsky. A touch-and-go pass goes nowhere, intercepted by the Blue Devils. Mosier back in the corner for Kemelevsky. Tries to clear, still not able to. Engelbert there to help. Engelbert wheels around, dumps it off the glass and out. Over to Anderson. Anderson drops it back for Kemelevsky's cross-ice pass, finds Joseph Manning into the Blue Devil zone, into the corner, has himself knocked off the puck, and it's right now in front of the net. Cross-ice pass, takes it himself, and Westernock is there to make the save. Oh, my goodness.
Man, again, they had the chance. They had an opportunity. Fletcher Anderson had the open lane, but I don't know if the puck just slightly bounced over.
He didn't get all of it.
He did, exactly. He didn't get all of it is what I'm trying to say. And it just kind of squibbed up over into the glove of Masternak. And it's just, that's been the name of the game for the Pointers this game. It's been missed opportunities.
Won by the Pointers, Manning at the point, wheels around, drops it back down low, finds Anderson. Anderson cross-ice pass out in front. Masternak with the save, no follow-up chance. As the Blue Devils come away with it, Stocks will clear, kept in. Engelbert over to Kemelevsky, makes a man miss, in by himself, in front of the net, it's lying there. The Blue Devils come away with it. On the stick of Boyd Stahlbaum, in over the blue line, cross-ice pass, slap shot, Proctor there to make the save, and the Pointers will clear the other way. Icing waved off. Pulias, the captain there, dumps it out in front, over to Anderson. Oh my goodness, back to Pulias. Oh no, he put it wide.
Oh, he keeps putting it wide. They had another chance. And it's going to be an icing, it seems like.
Oh.
Opportunity after opportunity. Just nothing going for the Pointers this period.
You could feel everybody in the building drop to their knees as that was the tying goal. Pulias just not able to put it in the back of the net. And so it's still 1-2 with 1 minute and 57 seconds to go. Here in period number 2, the Stout Blue Devils leading. Serino, shot off the faceoff, hits a man in front, recollects into the corner, takes himself off the mask of Masternak. Serino right there again, takes it himself. The Pointers trying to keep it in, into the blue line, at the blue line, takes it himself, across the ice, finds Engel Eftimovsky, there's out in front, and it's cleared, almost put it in the back of his own net. It was number 24, Sam Kroon. The Pointers recover over to Norris in the corner. Chance out in front, passes that around. Eftimovsky there. Bunting at the point, takes himself, changing shot, save. Masternak through traffic. Back to Eftimovsky. Bunting passes it across Norris. Norris takes it himself, another save, Masternak, and it's behind him. Puts a glove on, and now finally a whistle, and we'll get some pushing and shoving.
We'll get some more extra
there we go.
After.
As both these teams telling each other exactly what they think about it. As Masternak remaining tall in net for the Blue Devils, and he's the only reason this game is not tied right now.
I mean, you're absolutely right, because, oh my goodness, what a masterclass right now. This is an excellent performance from Masternak. And it's just been, it's the tale of two halves, really, a tale of two sides. For Stout, everything's going well for them. And for the Pointers, everything's wrong's going for them right now.
Both these teams not happy with each other. Peyton Hart in for the draw. He wins the draw over to Evan Junker at the blue line. Wheels around with speed. Junker takes it himself and puts it high. Tried to find the corner, and that's going to exit the entire length of the ice. 1 minute remaining here in period number 2. Tyler German drops it back. Evan Junker there. Junker loses the control. Tyrell spins around, tries to find Pigeon. Wheels around to the corner. Junker, the first man there, tries to rectify the mistake into the slot. And Tyler German comes away with the puck over the blue line. Dumps it in for himself. Wheels into the corner, no icing. Puts on the brakes, knocked off the puck into the corner. 32 seconds to go in period number 2. Chance out in front in the slot, and that's going to exit the zone. Over to Norris. Dumps it in off the stick of number 17, Bennett Kupal.
Kupal just had no clue that the puck was going to be aimed towards
Chance
him.
in front, Tyler German tries to press it across. Should have taken it himself. There was the goal, and it clears the zone.
They only have 7 seconds left. They got to try and make something, and it's not going to happen.
With 2 seconds to go, Blue Devils are just going to eat this one, and it's going to be the end of period number 2. The Blue Devils strike twice, and they lead the Pointers 2-1 as we have some last-minute jawing at each other in the final seconds of this game.
I mean, that was just such a frustrating period right there.
Frustrating.
Yeah, I think it was just, you felt like there were so many chances for the Pointers to tie this game up, and it's just something went wrong. They had the pieces, but one thing was wrong consistently, and just hasn't been able to convert on any of those chances.
And it's a frustrating time indeed for head coach Tyler Krieger. He's asking for explanations about a couple of things, I'm sure. But nonetheless, it's 2-1 for the Blue Devils as we get some stats here. In the meantime, Ashton, some final thoughts from the period.
I mean, again, I think I really just said it before. It was frustrating. The Pointers didn't really have an opportunity to get set up offensively, while Stout was able, because as you said, if they control the possession of the puck, for the longer who does it, they have a better chance to win. So that's what Stout did, and they just played such a clean half.
Some
so
final
big
stats.
ups to them.
2 goals scored for Stout. The tying goal originally, the first goal of the period scored by the Pointers, Andrew Poulias on the power play. That was in the first period. And Stout comes right back, scoring 2 in an uncharacteristically slow second period for the Pointers. Their first goal on the power play by Stahlbaum, and he gets the Blue Devils tied, and then the Blue Devils take the lead. About 4 minutes later, McCabe Dvorak just puts it in off the rebound. Pointers still remaining even in the win column and the face-off circle. And some final stats. Alex Proctor made 14 saves in that period, and Masternock having to make 17. They're now tied in saves made. That's going to do it from us here from period number 2. Just a reminder, you are listening to UWSP Stevens Point, student voice of Pointer Athletics. If you're following along online, this stream is brought to you by Pointer Studios. Welcome back to KB Willet Arena here in Stevens Point, Wisconsin, where the Blue Devils find themselves ahead of the Pointers 2-1 here in period number 3. My name is Liam Statz, and once again, I am joined in the booth by Ashton Parker.
I mean, we are looking for, yeah, we voiced our grievances with the previous half, or previous period, I should mention. So now, I mean, it's all up to the Pointers. How will they adjust going into the third period? Because the Blue Devils played incredibly aggressive and did not allow the Pointers to really get any chance to have some sort of offensive rhythm. So how is Point going to adjust now?
Well, Andrew Pulias has got to be angry with himself. He's had at least 6 golden opportunities to get his team back on track to winning this game, and instead he's put them wide each and every single time. The Blue Devils score consecutively, the only goal scorers of the second period. And they now lead 2-1. Looking around the WIAC, Ashton Parker.
Yes, sir. So Stout is so Superior is currently leading River Falls 2-1 going into the third period, and it's still 2-0 over in Eau Claire. Eau Claire is leading Northland going into the third period.
Face-off won by the Pointers, intercepted in central ice by the Blue Devils. They'll have to tag up. Offsides was the call. Evan Junker puts on the brakes behind his own net. Long pass to German, not able to clear his own zone. Mistakes like that are costing the Pointers this game. Over to German, over to Junker. Wheels around, and he hits the deck as both of them, everybody hitting the corner, including the referee hitting the ice in the corner. He's caught up in the mix of it.
Oh, man, nobody can get that puck out. It is stuck in the corner right now.
Finally comes free, only for a moment, and right back into the corner. And hitting the deck is Tyler German, no call there, and finally coming away with it are the Blue Devils. Knocked out towards Alex Proctor off to his left into the corner, and Josh German will clear. That'll go the length of the ice. No icing. Boyce there for the Blue Devils. Boyce with it now, dumps it up, tries to find his man downfield for Stocks. Intercepted in center ice by Engelbert, and he is not able to get the pass off in time. And with 8 minutes and 53 seconds to go, it's been all Blue Devils. Wheels around, cross ice pass, has his man, tried the Spinaruski, no dice there. And it'll be the other way. Anderson puts on the brakes, long ice pass to Norris, got his stick-to-stick, tape-to-tape pass. And that one's trying to be clear. Kemalevsky there into the corner for Anderson. Back out to the slot, nobody home. And that's going to go down the entire length of ice. Proctor out of the net to play it.
Yeah, just giving Stout pretty much a free change there. No, no reason to really throw that pass, but I guess here we are now.
Blake Norris, Kemalevsky down low, in front, save Masternock. Oh my goodness, follow-up chance, and he leaps on it and knocks it towards the corner. What a save.
And what another missed opportunity for the Pointers there. But man, what a
chance
great
down
save.
in front, tried out towards the slot, nobody there. Manning keeps it in at the blue line.
I mean, you can kind of feel like this place is about to explode with the amount of opportunities that Point has had to tie this game and just hasn't been able to. Oh, wow. Going to the ground there.
Oh, Fletcher Anderson hitting the deck. I think he's going to go too. I think they're going to call both of them, maybe Anderson as well for the embellishment. They are. They're going to get Anderson 2 minutes for the embellishment for the dive, and it'll be 4-on-4.
And maybe this is the opportunity that Point needs to try and get this back. And maybe shorthanded hockey is how Point gets back into this game, because they need anything right now.
It'll be 4-on-4 hockey for 2 minutes. I mean, any way you could get more ice out there for this Pointer squad. Pulias back on the ice.
Yeah,
4-on-4 hockey on the way, where the Pointers have excelled. Face-off won by the Blue Devils, taken by Max Teckel, the Wisconsin native. Passes it up for Kroon across the ice to Teckel. Takes it himself, looks for the pass, takes it over the blue line for Diakawa offsides. Diakawa got just a little bit anxious there, a step or two over the line, and we'll get a stoppage.
Yeah, that's good, because Stout was looking like they were going to have good opportunity to burn some of this 4-on-4 off. So it's just another good opportunity for the Pointers to try and get something going here, because they are missing that spark.
Face-off won by the Blue Devils. Tekel dumps it in. Manning right there to recollect. Long stretch pass as Dawson Sherino got caught up in the linesman. Back for Pulias. Takes it himself off the post and out. Aiden Moser dumps it back. Dawson Sherino takes it himself. Another blocker save for Masternak. Back to Manning in the corner. Moser along the ice behind the net for Pulias. Takes it himself in the corner. Puts on the brakes out to the blue line. Can't keep it in. Moser. And the Pointers have to collect. Manning over the blue line. Tries the pass. And needs to keep it in. Sherino there for the forecheck. Diakawa with it now. Slides it behind the net. Over to Sam Kroon. Back to Tekel. Intercepted it almost in front of the net was Sherino. Jumping over his own man, Diakawa. Jumps over the head of Max Tekel. I've never seen anything like that. Kroon over the blue line. Drops it back for Tekel. Goes for the change. Tekel across the ice. Finds his man, Pigeon. Pigeon wheels around, takes it himself over the blue line, puts on the brakes, cross ice pass, has his man, takes it himself, stops back, fires, follow-up chance, Alex Proctor out the outside of the net, almost a third goal of the night for the Blue Devils, but the Pointers come the other way.
What a good save there by Proctor, just getting that foot right out there, just barely enough, and a huge hit there, wanted a call instead.
Bunting dumps it in for Hart. He's knocked off the puck. Stout likes that one, you can tell. And here come the Blue Devils the other way. Gunnar Moore with it in the blue ice. With a lot of speed, takes it himself, a high shot, and it lings off the glass. Tries it towards the slot and out. Stasniak there to recover the center ice. Both teams now at full strength as over the line as Engelbart puts on the brakes. In a line himself, he gets taken down, a penalty upcoming.
That's going to be tripping right there, easy tripping call, and it's going to be a delay penalty. So we're going to have 6 on 5 right now.
Norris cross ice pass, finds his man off the blue wall, takes it himself. Pulias, the captain, wheels around, puts on the brakes. Cross the ice, Anderson. Back to Pulias. They're slowing it down as much time as possible. In the center ice, nobody able to touch. That'll exit the zone. Anderson with it now. Got to be careful. Empty net the other way. Cross up to Evtomovsky. Nobody there, and the Blue Devils finally get it on. It will be 2 minutes for hooking.
That was an easy hooking call right there. You can tell that Stout just sort of was trying to break up the play there. They had a bit of an opportunity there in the middle. Wasn't much, but was able to now get 5 on 4 for 2 minutes. And maybe this is the chance that Point can use to try and get back into this game.
Heading to the sin bin, it's number 26, Caleb Serra, the captain, his second penalty of the night. Face-off won by the Pointers. They are 1 for 2 now on the power play. Josh German over to Anderson. Back to German at the blue line. German slap shot. Tees it up. Whoa, stick save. Huge stick save, and it's out of play with 15 minutes and 5 seconds to go here in period number 3.
That's just a good stick save there. Had actually a pretty good shot. I like the way it was going, but Masternak was able to get the stick in there just in time.
Face-off won by the Pointers. Taken by German. Bodies hitting the ice at the face-off circle. Back to Anderson. Face-off circle. Wheels around. Tries the cross-ice pass. Back to Anderson. Anderson. German at the blue line. German across the ice. Sherino takes it himself. Tries to pass it. Goes to the corner. Sherino whiffs on a pass into the corner. Forecheck there. Anderson with it now in the other corner. Passes it back out right in front. And the Blue Devils finally clear. That one goes the length of the ice. Pointers go for a change, as do the Blue Devils. Long stretch pass, Sherino dumps it back. And the Pointers will have to recollect. German slowing things down over to Anderson. Fletcher Anderson, toe drag, wheels around, another toe drag. Can't release the puck to Engelbert. Would have been a beautiful goal had he got the shot off. And instead, it's the Blue Devils the other way. And it's the chance now in front. A good defense there. And sliding into the wall was Hayden Stocks. One-on-one opportunity. And another chance for Stocks out in front. Save! Alex Proctor!
That's a game-winning save right there. Point's able to try and tie that up. What a gorgeous save.
Josh German with it now in his own zone. Behind the net, puts on the brakes. With 40 seconds to go here on the power play. German drops it back, leaves it for Evtomovsky. Evtomovsky up the ice, finds Engelbert, and Bunting there. Back across to Evtomovsky. Bunting in his own zone. Have to get a rush going now if they want to continue on this power play. Unable to get the pass off, and hassling is Brendan Boyce. Over to Kimilevsky. Long stretch pass. Evan Junker in over the blue line by himself. Wheels around the net. Drops it back. Finds Sean Bunting in front of the ice, and taking a save and an extra shot after the whistle is Peyton Hart, and that's going to draw some ire.
I would say that shove was a little bit unnecessary because it felt like a few seconds went by after the initial poke on Masternak. But again, just shoving, nothing much afterwards, but it looks like it's going to be another missed opportunity here for the Pointers. There's only 5 seconds left on the power play.
13 minutes, 20 seconds to go here in period number 2. 5 seconds on the power play, like you said. The Blue Devils leading the Pointers 2-1. Peyton Hart in. And this bench right in front of us, the Blue Devils really letting Peyton Hart what they think of him, as that faceoff is won by the Blue Devils. They'll try to clear and do. That kills the rest of this penalty. And the Blue Devils played really, really good on the penalty kill, and so the Pointers have got to try some other step, as that'll be a high stick. Hayden Mosier reached up and above to corral that one, and we'll get another stoppage of play.
Man, it just feels like this period's going a little bit of a snail's pace right now after 2 very fast periods beforehand. Just again, Point's just not really able to get anything going right now, and it's been frustrating to watch.
Absolutely frustrating. As that faceoff won by the Blue Devils, swung around, shot from the point, sits a man in front, and it's cleared by the Pointers off the stick of Matthew Falls. Matthew Falls wheels around, chance now in front, drops it back, nobody home. Golden opportunity for the Blue Devils goes awry, and it's out in the corner. Wheels around, tries to pass out in front. It's out in front of the slot, and the Pointers come away with that one. Hassled immediately, and knocked off the puck with a thunderous crash is Matthew Falls. Blue Devils playing like men possessed, as there's a shot from the point. Blocker save, Alex Proctor, and the Pointers have got to get some offense going as that pass goes wide. McAlpine in for the Blue Devils. He'll pin it, and the Blue Devils go for a change. Mosier wheels around as there's some contact in the corner. Crowd reacting, wants a call, no dice. Colangelo dumps that one in. Will be icing. I don't think the Pointers can believe that one is. I'm pretty sure I thought he was over the red line too. I'm not sure why that's icing, but
yeah, I don't know. I don't really have any explanation for that either.
Well, Tyler Krieger, I'm sure, wants an explanation. He will not get one. And so with 12 minutes and 9 seconds to go in period number 3, the Pointers' time to tie this one up is slowly tricking away. Face-off won by the Pointers. They'll try to clear, unable to do so, into the corner, and now slid behind the net. Recollected by the Blue Devils. Trying to clear, that's number 7, Joseph Manning. He comes out to the slot. Nobody there. And here come the Pointers the other way. Engelbert with speed. Only one man to beat. Takes it himself. Shot! And a blocker save. Tyler Masternak.
Oh, huge hit there in the corner.
Blue Devils escape their own zone. Crunched along the board, Sam Kuhn. And it's offsides, the call. And we'll have some more pushing and shoving in front of the Pointers bench.
Crowd's reacting to something right now.
I think they're asking for a penalty, and they're going to get one.
And
Staszniak is going to head to the box. The Blue Devils don't like it, but that's the correct call. It'll be 2 minutes unsportsmanlike, I'm sure.
Probably just jawing in the corner, just jawing to like the Pointers bench, or something was happening.
Maybe some extra pushing and shoving after the whistle, but 2 minutes, another power play opportunity for the Blue Devils.
How many has that been how many penalties have the Blue Devils had? Because I feel like there's like 3 in the first period. I think that's the second one for them in this period already, with over 11 minutes to go now.
It'll be the 5th penalty of the night for the Blue Devils.
So it's going to be the 4th power play opportunity. They need the Pointers. This is nearly must-have territory now.
Face off won by the Pointers. Josh German at the point, drops it back. Dawson Schreino back to the point. Josh German, Anderson, German, full line, back to Anderson. Wheels around to German. Takes it himself. Pass out in front. Nobody there. Good tic-tac-toe goal waiting to happen. Fletcher Anderson back to German, takes himself, pass out in front, chalk size pass, Poulias with the shot, another save there from Tyler Masternak. Poulias not able to corral, kept in, no, just barely out. as it's going to say Perez. They're going to say Perez was off the bench and touched the puck, and so that's going to come back in the zone. Should be a 6-man on the ice penalty if they're lucky, but I don't think so.
No, I don't think they're going to give the 6-man to him, but they're just going to say it probably just went off his stick, so they're going to call it out of bounds there.
Absolutely. That is the correct call, and it's another power play face-off in the zone. German takes it himself. Anderson, face-off circle. Down low, Poulias. Poulias, blue line, German. German, red line, Anderson. Anderson back to the blue line, Poulias to German. Takes it himself, wheels around, Trost in the front. It's laying there on the ice, and the Blue Devils will clear. Coming down to the wire, 10 minutes, 45 seconds to go, 1 minute and 3 seconds left on the power play. Chirino with speed, chops it back, Poulias. Down the ice, low for Junker to Anderson. Anderson puts on the brakes to Junker, blue line. Junker, cross ice, Chirino. Chirino takes it himself, hits a man in front. That's number 20, Connor Mariner. But Anderson recollects for Junker at the blue line. Junker, cross ice pass, Dawson Chirino. Into the center ice for Poulias, can't corral. Takes it himself in the corner, and the Blue Devils will clear. Proctor has to play that one, drops it up for Junker. Junker with speed, drops it back. Do believe that's Kemilevsky in over the blue line, crunched off the puck, keeps it himself into Sean Bunting. Sean Bunting passes in, follow-up chance, puts it just wide. The initial save made, Tyler Masternak, and it comes to Evtomovsky at the blue line.
And they got 13 seconds. They need to go quick here.
Kemilevsky out in front, scores! Kemilevsky to Peyton Hart gets the goal, and it's a tie game for the Blue Devils and the Pointers.
Oh man, again. You just feel like that needed it. They needed that one there. Who else but Peyton Hart? And now it's tied 2-2.
Peyton Hart takes his victory lap around the stadium and have yourself a game. Gets a goal against his former team, and it's a big one. Game tying.
Again, it's on the power play there. The Pointers are now 2 for 4 on the power play. I think both goals have come in the final 15 seconds of the power play too. So just using that last chance opportunity. And again, I'm still not gonna say the Pointers have missed a lot of opportunities, but that's just a huge. If they ever needed one, they needed that one right there.
Absolutely, as big a goal as you're gonna find, as they'll put Peyton Hart back out there for the Pointers. And Aiden Moser with it now in his own zone. Over the blue line, drops it back, Joseph Manning. Manning wheels around, deciding what he wants to do. Moser touches it, and no icing will be made. Bennett Kupal in there, loses his stick off the side of the net. Not broken, but he just lost it. Needs to get off the ice. Over to Quentin Hill. Quentin Hill, a shot goes way out of play and into the student section.
And we got to finally have a media timeout here. But wow,
much needed break for the Blue Devils.
That was something that the Pointer crowd needed because it instantly feels like been a lot more energy here. All right, you have a bit of a
if you're following along with us, thank you for doing so. I have some news from the D1 side of things. The Badgers leading the #1 team in the nation, the Michigan State Spartans, 3-0. And some scores from around the WIAC. Ashton Parker.
Yes, we have Superior still leading over River Falls 2-1 with 13:54 left to go in the third period. And still sticking 2-0. Eau Claire leading Northland in the third period as well.
That's a close game. Northland, and now the thing about Northland is the record does not do them justice for what type of team they are. Their worst loss this season has been by 3 goals. The rest of their losses have been 2 or 1 goal games. They're not a team that you can underestimate because they can get themselves back into it very, very quickly. Excuse me.
Yeah, you're very true, very right. But man, again, you just feel like the Porters just needed that. They needed that goal bad.
One. And who else but Peyton Hart in his revenge game against his old team gets the game tire. What would be more poetic than if he got the game winner? The Pointers sending out. I do believe that's their 4th line. Colangelo, Quentin Hill, and Matthew Falls. Tie up in the face-off, but won by the Blue Devils. It's taken by number 6, Bermanis, and he dumps it in off the stick of number 16, Stasniak, who had this penalty that allowed the Pointers to score. with speed over the blue line, tries to find Matthew Falls. Quentin Hill into the blue line, out towards Masternak. There's a hook, no call. Colangelo takes it himself. Colangelo into the face-off circle, down to the half wall. Dumps it around, finds Quentin Hill, leaves it himself. Shot from the point, goes just wide. Colangelo fighting for it now, right in front of us, in front of the net. On near the boards, out to the blue line, kept in. Number 3, Evan Junker, the captain. Out at the point, Colangelo knocked off the puck, and the Pointers will have to reset. Kept in Evan Junker, nice forecheck into the red line, into the blue line, in the corner. Both of them hit the ice behind the net. Number 27, Brendan Boyce coming away with that one. That's going to be not a penalty, but it goes up and out of play. Brendan Boyce letting Colangelo how he feels about him. These two teams, Ashton, they do not like each other whatsoever.
Yapping at each other right now. You are not kidding. It hasn't been like, I'm not going to say it's like they're usually last time we saw there was a lot of fights that happened. But now there's a lot of verbal messaging.
A lot of verbal messages being thrown back. That's a great way of saying that. I think I'm going to use that.
A lot of
verbal messages being set back and forth as the Pointers not able to keep that one in the zone. It goes out to neutral ice. Kept in by Engelbert across the ice to German. German dumps that one in and gives chase. Engelbert there for it, but that's going to escape the blue line. No icing. Joseph Manning, the first one there in the corner. Puts on the brakes, makes a man miss, avoids the hit, but the Blue Devils there on the forecheck. Comes out to the blue line on the stick of Sam Kroon. Kroon dumps it in. Joseph Manning there to defend it away. McAlpine giving chase. And fighting for it now in front of the Pointers bench. Comes free, and Alex Proctor, seen enough, puts a glove on, and he falls down to the ice on top of Alex Proctor. That's going to draw a reaction.
Oh, yeah. Again, it just feels like
Alex Proctor has been getting bumped into all night.
He is falling down.
This is a bad time for Alex Proctor. Our cameraman, Will Spreeman, was talking about it in the intermission about how it seemed like he was getting ran into so much, and I have to agree.
Again, you're absolutely right. I would agree. And is it on purpose? Is it just the way the game? I don't know. I can't say anything about that. But all we know is the fact that he's been taking a beating today.
Just a reminder, you are listening to UWSP Stevens Point, the student voice of Pointer Athletics. And if you're following along online, this stream is brought to you by Pointer Studios.
Oh, it's a dangerous spot for Proctor.
Comes way out of his net to play that one, and it's recollected by the Blue Devils. Out to the blue line, number 12, Noah Perez. Dumps it in down low on the stick of Hayden Stocks. Stocks wheels around to the blue line, drops it back, takes a shot himself off the pad of Joseph Manning, and it's a 4-on-3 the other way. A lot of offense. Manning drops it back, cross Pulius to Sherino. Can't corral. Out to the blue line, wheels around. Off the pad of one of the Blue Devils in front to Sherino, plucks it out of the air, finds Andrew Pulius, angles the shot, goes just wide. No save necessary from Tyler Masternak.
Yeah, it was just a little wide. Again, I like the idea. Just way too wide on that one.
Mosier,
just a little.
Blue line, across ice, Eftimovsky hits a man in front, number 28, Stahlbaum, who has a goal tonight. And it's laying on the ice now in the slot. The Pointers will keep it in. Aiden Moser there at the blue line.
See, this is what I'm liking about the Pointers right now. They are having time. They're having the possession with the puck. They're getting something going on offense. This is what they missed in the second period.
Absolutely, the forecheck was lacking. As finishing his check was Sean Bunting. Huge hit in center ice. No call upcoming.
Wow.
Stout can't believe it. A shot goes wide. Should have been interference. I'm going to agree with them, but here comes Terrell the other way.
Yeah, Hayden
in
Stock.
with speed. Takes it himself. Save. Alex Proctor goes wide.
They really need to make a save there. That was kind of wide. But, man, Hayden Stocks for Stout just got crunched by two Pointers.
In the center ice between two Pointers. As there's a follow-up chance in the slot. They'll clear at the ice. Here's a penalty upcoming. Finally, it's called. It'll be on number 5, Blake Norris. 2 minutes interference. And it's going to be on penalty power play with 5 minutes and 48 seconds to go here in period number 3.
Oh, crunch time now for the Pointers. They really, again, just need to flex their penalty kill because this is like nearly the worst time you can have for a power play, especially with the fact that the last time the Stout went onto a power play, they were able to convert. So they need to make a stop, need to make an adjustment here to try and stop them.
Crunch time indeed for the Pointers. They have to stop this power play unit who did score. Last time it was out on the ice. Moore at the point, takes it himself, drops it back. Poke check, doesn't quite clear the zone. Sam Kroon at the blue line, dumps it up. Number 11, Diakawa takes a shot, save up and out of play, and we'll get a stoppage.
Again, it's just this is crunch time. Oh man.
Crunch time, Ashton.
Again,
you really can't get better than that, as it's now 4-0, Wisconsin leading the Michigan State Spartans.
Wow, that is a huge win. That's going to be a huge win for them, especially with the caliber of how they're doing it.
Pointers managed to clear the zone. Masternock out of the net to play that one. 1 minute and 35 seconds remaining on the power play. Takes it himself on the stick of Sam Kroon, dumps it up. Drops it back for Diakawa, over to Moore. Kamilevsky there with the steal, takes a shot, and a save. Masternock made the adjustment on the giveaway by Sam Moore. In over the blue line, drops it back, Diakawa. Diakawa over the blue line, over himself. Face-off circle into the corner. He's knocked off the puck, tries to pass it up the boards, and manages to do so. Stevens out to Perez, back to Stevens. Stevens, a cross-ice pass in the slot, swing and a miss. Pointers try to clear, unable to do so. Moore with it now, face-off circle, drops it back. Stevens, glove save, Alex Proctor.
Wow, Alex Proctor coming in the clutch when the team needs him. It has been electric in here. Again, and I said this before, but I mean, it was just the fact that the Point needed that goal, and this place just felt like it was just like sort of like an inflatable. It was deflated, but the goal brought some air, some life back into this place.
I love that analogy, Ashton Parker. Face-off won by the Pointers. They'll try to clear, unable to do so. Kept in Perez at blue line. Across the ice, tried to find Stahlbaum, not able to do so. Face-off circle taken in Stocks. Stocks, cross-ice pass, Perez. Perez back across Stahlbaum. Stahlbaum takes it himself, save, Alex Proctor. Fighting for it now behind the net, off to Alex Proctor's right. They'll try to clear. Pointers need a clear. 25 seconds to go here on the power play. Wheels around, shot in front, tries to pass across, follow-up chance. Alex Proctor's there with the save. Pointers clear the puck.
Man, what a huge save there by Proctor. Wow. I mean, that was massive. And it looks like there might be a penalty.
It'll be a high stick, but not the penalty, just the touching the puck above the shoulders. But Alex Proctor hyping up the crowd. Have yourself a game, young man. 8 seconds to go on the power play for the Blue Devils. 3 minutes and 56 seconds to go as jump around being played now in KB Willet Arena.
At 3 minutes, 56 seconds. Only 8 seconds left to go on the power play.
Face off.
So it looks like Point is going to get away unscathed.
Dawson Sherino loses control at the blue line, recollects it, hitting the deck is one of the Blue Devils. Do believe that's Stahlbaum. Sherino with speed between the legs. What a pass, what a shot, save Masternock. What a move to himself. And Aiden Moser now with a chance. There's a pad save, follow-up chance. Masternock comes crashing in is Sean Bunting. That is absolutely going to be a penalty. And the referee's arm is up. What a foolish thing to do.
Well, I mean, just what a hit. They get out of the power play, and Bunting immediately comes in and just decks a guy. And we're immediately just back into the penalty kill and a power play for Stout.
I think it's going to be 4-on-4 because of what happened afterwards.
I think you're
Brendan
right.
Boyce is going to head to the box. It'll be 4-on-4. Sean Bunting's gamble pays off. It'll be 4-on-4 play. And another Blue Devil is heading to the box. It's going to be a power play. After everything, it's going to be a power play for the Pointers.
I mean, wow. Is it just gonna be 5-on-4 then? Is it gonna be 4-on-3?
It might be 4-on-3.
If it's 4-on-3, wow.
Or it'll be 3-on-3. Or Sean Bunting is gonna get a major, in which case it'll be a 1-minute power play for the Blue Devils at the end of it all. But I've got to know what it's gonna be.
Well, currently we're seeing 2 minutes for Bunting on the scoreboard, so it's looking like it's just gonna be a minor for him. However, for the Stout players, we have no clue.
I do believe it's going to be a 4-on-3 power play opportunity for the Pointers.
Well, it's looking like they have 4 people out. I think it's going to be 5-on-4, actually.
5-on-4 opportunity here. There's only 3 Pointers out now. I'm not entirely sure what's going to be.
I think it's still 4-on-4.
I think it's still going to be 4-on-3.
Wait, hold on a minute.
Is it 4-on-4?
I think it is 4-on-4.
Why are there 2 Blue Devils in the box right now?
I have no clue.
All right, 4-on-4 opportunity. 2 Blue Devils in the box. 2 minutes of 4-on-4 action. Here we go. With 3 minutes and 28 seconds to go, it's a lot less ice out there with 1 less man. In over the blue line, Perez gives chase off the wall, back across, save Alex Proctor, a changing shot, and he is there to make the save. A dangerous spot there for the Blue Devils.
You mean for the Pointers right there, or do you? No, okay, sorry, I just must have misheard you then. But no, you're absolutely right. And what a great save there for the Pointers. And I just mean, wow. Again, we bring up the idea. We're looking at the box right now. There are two Blue Devils. I don't know how that equated to 4-on-4, but anyway, again, this is something that Point is really favored in right now. They are great at the 4-on-4, so maybe they're going to try and use this opportunity here, winning the face-off to try and maybe take the lead.
Kemelevsky with a lot of speed, wheels around, drops it back. Kemelevsky in the slot, passes it across. Evan Junker and takes it himself. Masternak right there with the glove save.
Yeah, nice save there by Masternak.
Just a reminder, you are listening to UWSP Stevens Point, student voice of Pointer Athletics. If you're following along online, this stream is brought to you by Pointer Studios. One minute, 23 seconds to go on 4-on-4, and that one skips over the stick blade of Blake Norris, and so the Pointers have to restart. Drops it back, Evtomovsky wheels around. Evtomovsky puts on the brakes, gives it to Kemelevsky. Kemelevsky, blue line at the wall. Frack for Evtomovsky at the blue line. Norris, cross-ice pass intercepted in the lane, and that one is intercepted by Moore. 1 minute to go on 4-on-4, 2.5 minutes to go in the game. Wheels around, drops it back. A lot of open ice for the Blue Devils. Chance out in front in the slot, and he puts it just wide. Golden opportunity there for the Blue Devils to get themselves out in the front of this thing as Moore keeps it in at the blue line. Moore wheels around, skips off his stick, and here come the Pointers the other way. If they hustle, Dawson Sherino right there in the lane, and hitting the deck is everybody. Sherino rides his man into the corner, and it'll be 30 seconds to go, and there's a reaction. Dawson Sherino not happy.
I mean, as you said, they're just both going together. It looked like Sherino just wanted to go, was just riding on top. And
I mean, there's nothing else you can say. It was like hilarious. It was a funny moment. They just rode it in all the way in. Is that face-off won by the Blue Devils into the corner. Both teams battling for it now. Wheels around. Anderson not able to corral. It comes to Josh German at the point, way across the blue line. To Evan Junker, puts on the brakes, wheels around. Face-off circle, passes it up the blue wall, tries to find Sherino. Sherino leaves it for Anderson. Back to Sherino, no angle shot, and it hits a man in front. It'll be a 2-on-3 the other way. Here come the Blue Devils over the blue line. Stick in the lane, takes a shot, goes horribly wide. And bunting out of the box, plays that one, tries to clear and does. Even strength with 1 minute and 25 seconds to go in regulation. Evan Junker puts on the brakes, tries to make his man miss, passes it up to German. German tries to clear, finds Kemelevsky. That'll be icing, no icing. Evan Junker puts on the brakes behind his net. Stevens to Hassel. Cross ice pass, Kemelevsky. That one tipped in the air by number 25, Pigeon. That'll go the length of the ice. 1 minute remaining in the game. That shot goes wide, and it'll be intercepted by the Pointers. Andrew Poulias over the red line. Finds Engelbert. Engelbert puts on the brakes, sets it up. Cross ice pass, Aiden Moser into the slot, and intercepted by Sear. Stevens for the Blue Devils over the blue line. Battles towards the net, puts on the brakes, out to Kroon at the point. Kroon through traffic, takes the shot, hits a man in front to the corner. Off the pad right in front of Alex Proctor, and we'll get some extra activity as both these teams pushing and shoving once again. Somebody hits the deck. And with 31 seconds to go, anything could happen.
I mean, you have to imagine whoever wins this face-off here is probably going to get the last opportunity to get any sort of chance to win this game before heading to OT. But, man, I mean, what a game here today. What a game.
What a game indeed, Ashton.
So, yeah, exactly 31 seconds. So, Point has been doing really well in the face-off today. There's going to be a timeout here, it seems like.
Timeout taken by the Blue Devils. I don't blame them. They need a lot of opportunity and time to think about what their next move is going to be. And I wonder if we're going to see something aggressive from head coach Mike McDonald, such as pulling the goaltender. That is an opportunity.
Yep.
I don't think they do it with 31 seconds left, but who knows?
Exactly. And again, if they win the face-off and they just try their best to make sure Point doesn't get the stick on it, that could be worth it to get just a little bit of 6-on-5. But again, as you said, that is a very risky option depending on just how much they want to try and win this game right now, seeing what their trust is going into overtime.
Some scores from around the WIAC, Ashton Parker.
Yes, of course. So in the Superior River Falls game, still currently 2-2 with 4:09 left to go in the third period. The Eau Claire Northland game has started to get out of control. Eau Claire is now up 4-0 with 5:44 left to go in the third period. That game's all over. And in D1 hockey, the Badgers have beaten #1 Michigan State 4-0. What a game for them, and a much-needed bounce back for them for improving to 6-8-1, 4-5 in the Big Ten, and Michigan State falls 11-2, 4-1 in the Big Ten. That was their first Big Ten loss.
It was Trey Augustine in net, the #1 goaltender in the nation right now, unanimous vote.
But he had an off game, it seems like.
31 seconds to go, almost at a loss for breath. Face-off won by the Pointers. They'll try to clear, unable to do so. Aiden Moser in there with a stick in the lane, rings it around the boards. Not going to be enough. Pfister right there, drops it down low. Stevens out in front. Where is the puck? Alex Proctor's on it. It goes to the corner. 15 seconds to go. Here come the Pointers. One more chance for an opportunity. Goes just wide. Peyton Hart not able to corral. Pfister with it in the corner. Over to Norris. With 4 seconds to go, they're just going to ring this around. Norris not going to make a play, and we're headed to overtime here at KB Willet Arena.
More hockey, more hockey,
free hockey.
So here we go. Free hockey here. 3 minutes. No, that's a break time. My bad. It's 5 minutes of extra hockey here at the minimum. So they'll have a little bit of time to try and recuperate here. But, man, again, what a game here.
Oh, my goodness, what a game indeed. Ashton Parker fans got everything that they bought their ticket for and more. Free hockey on the way here in just a second. Ashton Parker, some stats before we get in.
Yes, of course. So, again, it's 2-2. We have 2 goals for each side. UWSP, 38 shots on goal compared to Stout's 31. And again, I mean, it's just been a goal. It's been a goalie masterclass
from both sides now. Absolutely. I saw our tech producer, Jacob Spoerl, showing us the score from the Badger game.
I think the big thing, though, that I'm noticing right now is definitely the power play right here. UW Stout, 1 for 3 on the power play, not bad. 9 penalties, though, for Stout, while Stevens Point is 2 for 5 on the power play. Much better than they usually are in the power play, I will say. So that's something that's definitely a positive. I got to say, that is definitely
in part due to Peyton Hart. Stout's leading power play scorer.
They needed someone like him
in the offseason, and you can tell that's definitely grounds for these two teams disliking each other. But we'll have 3-on-3 in conference action here in 1 minute and 40 seconds. Ashton Parker, some final scores from around the WIAC.
I mean, yeah, well, I mean, there's not really any final scores. The games are still going on. Actually, this game has gotten out of control.
I think we can wrap this one up, I'm going to be honest.
So, you know how so for the listeners at home, I just mentioned that the Eau Claire Northland game was 4-0, like maybe 2 minutes ago. Well, it has now ballooned to 6-0 Eau Claire. I know that Leah mentioned that Northland's better than the record, which I do agree, by the way. That's still a very true statement. However, I definitely believe that today has been just a little bit of an off day for Northland, and they still have some things to look forward to. However, there is one other game outside of hockey I do want to talk about, and that is a men's basketball game. Hope College and UW Whitewater are playing right now, and that game's actually finished Whitewater beating Hope 90-83. So that's a big one. They improved to 3-3. Whitewater,
they're having a step back from their previous
They're
seasons.
having a fall off, to say the least. They were one of the best in the WIAC, but after losing the point in the WIAC tournament, they definitely have taken a step back here. Now, for any listeners at home, there is a UW Stevens Point men's basketball game tomorrow, a huge one. They are playing against Trine College.
Number one Trine.
Number one Trine.
Game of the season so far for this Pointer squad. Have yet to suffer their first loss.
Yes, and if they can beat Trine, no doubt they're going to be ranked. No
doubt.
That solidifies Point as one of the best teams in the WIAC, which we believe that they are right now. But they just need that one win.
3-on-3 overtime on the way here at KB Willet Arena. Engelbart, Nico Kemalewski, Evan Junker in. Diakawa versus Stevens. And no Perez. And we are on our way. Junker with a lot of speed in over the red line. One man to beat. Takes it himself. Wheels around. Still with a lot of speed. Gets tied up. Tries to find a shot in the slot. And a great poke check there from Kemalewski. Takes away the odd man rush. Drops it back. Wheels around on the stick of Perez. Up to Perez, across to Stevens, puts on the brakes, poke check Engelbert, across ice pass. Stevens takes it out of the blue line. That's a strategy in overtime.
I mean, again, one thing you notice that 4-on-4, there's a lot of ice. Man, 3-on-3, it just seems like there's no one on here. There's so much room.
You basically got to play man defense like in football as Pfister swings and misses on a shot. Pointers looking to recover and do. Kemalewski with it, loses control right in front, save. Alex Proctor, he's just going to put a glove on. That's a smart decision right there.
They maybe tried to sell the push a little bit there. Number 25 for Stout, Nicholas Pigeon. Tried to sell it maybe just a little bit. But I think 3-on-3 hockey is so interesting. As someone, I'm not really as big into hockey as someone like Liam is. However, I think 3-on-3 is so interesting because every time you miss and the opposing person take it, you have to immediately get back.
You get
one shot.
You're playing man defense.
You can basically get one shot each time
Julius
to get
wins
it in.
The draw, kept in at the blue line by the Blue Devils. They'll exit the zone. New line out there. Tyler Pfister for Stahlbaum. Takes it in front of his own net. Over to Pigeon. Drops it back for Pfister. Wheels around his own face-off circle, and he'll take it himself. Pfister drops it back for Pigeon. Pigeon over the blue line, wheels around, drops it back, has Stahlbaum, has a goal tonight, takes Alex Proctor out of his shoes, and just could not finish, and slide it into the back of the net.
I mean, what defense there by Pointers there. Absolutely juked. Well, here we go. Good opportunity now for the Pointers.
Julius in over the blue line, puts on the brakes in the corner, loses control of the puck, and Gunnar Moore comes away. It's been all Blue Devils here in this overtime period. It'll be a 3-on-2 the other way. Over the blue line. Gunnar Moore has McAlpine and Stocks. Moore wheels around towards the net. Backhand shot. Had a streaking Stocks, or McAlpine just could not put that one in the back of the net. Stocks wheels around with speed. Nobody in front of him. Takes a shot. Save there, Alex Proctor. McAlpine on the recovery. 2 minutes, 53 seconds to go. Overtime period. McAlpine with a shot. Save. Alex Proctor to Josh German. Can't corral it. Comes out to the slot. Has Fletcher Anderson by himself. Fletcher Anderson one-on-one. And a save. Tyler Masternock.
Masternock, I mean, just out
Shrino, follow-up chance. Goes just wide.
Oh, Masternock is just unreal right now, unconscious.
As this crowd voicing their support for the Pointers, Shrino and Peyton Hart. Shrino, toe drag, puts it behind, has Peyton Hart, gets crunched up, puts it out in front, and Tyler Masternock with the pass, has the streaking number 17 Stevens, in by himself, save Alex Proctor. That one exits the zone, goes all the way down, there'll be no icing. Junker goes for the change, Tyler German out on the ice. And Blake Norris, Diakawa over the blue line, takes it himself, rolls off his stick, passes that one up, and is pinned along the boards. Behind the net, Peyton Hart there for the Pointers, passes it behind Blake Norris. Puts on the brakes, and they're going to decide what they want to do with this one. 1 minute and 41 seconds to go in the overtime period. Trying to catch the Blue Devils in a change. Blake Norris over the red line, over the blue line. Puts on the brakes, drops it back. Engelbert, nobody there. That'll exit the zone. 1 minute and 27 seconds to go. Blake Norris recovers.
Yeah, it looks like they're just going to try and reset here. I don't know, haven't really had the chance to make a play other than that Anderson one. So they're trying to regain that momentum right here.
German slides it off the wall to himself into the corner. And Engelbert is right there. It'll be 2-on-1 the other way for the Blue Devils if they hustle. On the stick of Pigeon has Stahlbaum. Starts for Stahlbaum. A stick in the lane ends that. 2-on-1 the other way. Here comes Engelbert with Junker. Engelbert save Tyler Mosternak.
Nice save there by Mosternak. Mosternak is just doing, wow. I mean, words cannot describe his performance right now. It is unreal.
Mosternak, a clear star of this game, under 1 minute to go here in the overtime period before the shootout.
And just a quick WIAC update. This isn't the only game going to overtime. Superior and River Falls is also going to overtime. Also 2-2 in River Falls. Could be a huge win here.
Face-off won by the Blue Devils, 2-on-1 the other way. Slides it up, taken away by Junker, puts on the brakes across the ice to Anderson. Anderson slams into the wall, puts on the brakes at the blue line, across to Junker. Toe drag, wheels around, back to Anderson. Fletcher Anderson shoots, puts it wide. No save necessary from Mosternak. And you're right, Ashton, this crowd wants a goal bad. Anderson drops it up for Poulias. Poulias puts on the brakes. Jumps it back into the middle. Mosternak pokes that one away.
Yeah, with 20 seconds left, it looks like Stout.
And here's a chance in front. Stock's not able to corral. Would have had a one-on-one opportunity. A breakaway chance. Gets pinned behind the boards. Sherino with it now. Tries to pass it up. Sherino, 8 seconds to go. Last rush if they hustle. Sherino tries to pass out wide. And it's going to be intercepted in center ice. We're headed to a shootout. Ashton Parker.
We are in a shootout. 3-on-3 does not pay off. And, I mean, just fitting that this is how this game is going to end here with a one-on-one versus the goalies who have done the most today. Wow, I mean, Mosternak.
This is a master class in goaltending here tonight, Ashton.
I mean, what's new from these guys, though? I mean, Proctor and Mosternak, as you mentioned, Proctor was extremely excited to play against Mosternak, and they have both just played fantastically. So I guess now we're just waiting. So explain how this happens here with the standings.
Shootout. It will go down as a tie in the rankings, but who wins the shootout will get the extra point. Whoever loses will still get a point in the rankings, so points should, if they win the shootout, retain second place in the WIAC.
Okay.
However, same thing can be said for the Blue Devils. They're both tied right now technically in the standings.
Very true.
1-1 in conference.
So this is still a very huge moment here for both teams.
A point on the line that's going to affect the standings no matter the outcome of this game.
Mm-hmm. I'll say, because it'll remind me, because like in non-conferences has happened, this just
goes down as a tie. Both teams come away with just a point.
Okay, but because it's the
WIAC.
WIAC.
It's in conference.
All right, here we go. So Anderson looks like it's going to be going first here, and this Pointers crowd is coming alive for Anderson, who again had the one-on-one opportunity with Mosternak in overtime, but was not able to
convert on that great call, Ashton Parker. He is going to be the first man on the ice for the Pointers. It'll go one-on-one. Think of it like a what am I thinking of here?
I don't know.
Think of it like the home run derby. First one to 3 goals wins.
All right, here we go.
Anderson wheels in, puts on the brakes, face-off circle, shoots and scores! Fletcher Anderson redeems himself, gets himself on the board.
Huge there by Anderson. So again, do they still get? So if Stout misses here, is that game over then, or do they keep going?
Keep going. First to 3. First to 2.
First to 2. Or first to 3?
It's whoever can get the most goals and then not have another opportunity to go.
Got it. All right, so here we go.
Crowd on their feet, cheering on Proctor. Here comes Terrell over the blue line. Face-off, circles, and makes the stop! Alex Proctor now gives the opportunity for the Pointers to win it.
Here we go here, 3-2. Is Mosternak tired? I don't know. I don't know what's happening. It was just, what a goal there by Anderson. Proctor doing his job, and here comes Sean Bunting.
Sean Bunting. The second shooter night for the Pointers. Takes the puck, slows it all the way down over the blue line. Face off, circle, wheels in, and a save there from Masternock. And the Blue Devils have a chance once again.
Again, I think the slow approach there, I don't know, maybe it just works for him, but I think it just allowed Masternock to really read the opportunity there.
It'll be Nicholas Pigeon the other way. Pigeon takes the puck, blue line. Booze coming in at the face-off, circles and scores. No, off the post, hit the post and out. Stout thinks they got it. So now with an opportunity to put it away is Engelbert.
So I think it's the goal light there or I don't know if they went. No, it didn't go off. They definitely, I think, might have thought they saw some net, but the ref called it off. No goal.
Hit the post and out.
That was pretty.
And incoming is Engelbert. 3 goals already in the season. Engelbert in and scores! Engelbert wins it for the Pointers. They take the point and they're second in the WIAC.
Huge there by the Pointers. They come away with it at the end. And I mean, wow.
Oh my goodness, that was beautiful. Engelbert, the new kid, the fresh kid on the block, making a name for himself this season. And the most spectacular game comes to an end. Oh my goodness.
What a game here at KB Willet. As point yet again comes out ahead, but I mean, give it up to Stout though, especially Masternock. They played their heart out this game, but Point was able just to barely come away there at the end.
No discredit to Masternock. I mean, oh my goodness. He probably played the most complete game of any goaltender that I've seen. He kept his team in it until it quite literally wasn't in his hands anymore. And Alex Proctor making the saves they needed. Engelbart getting the game-winning goal. They'll take the win. 3-2 officially in the standings. They'll move to 1-1-1 and with 3 points now in conference play. And they move up to number 2 pending how Superior and River Falls game ends. Ashton, I think we have a development.
I think we do have a development. Superior gets the upset on River Falls, winning 3-2 in overtime. So that means, at least right now, River Falls and Stevens Point are currently tied for WIAC
tied
record.
In the standings, absolutely.
And now River Falls does have the advantage because I think of head-to-head.
Have head-to-head, sure.
Yep.
But, you know, Superior did lose to the Pointers a couple of weeks ago. And so I've got to be honest with you, Ashton Parker, this has been the most spectacular game that I've ever bared witness to. Some final stats from tonight.
Of course, so as you see, remember, it's 3-2. It'll go down in the books as 3-2. Stevens Point had 42 shots on goal. Stout, 34. And again, big thing right here is the power play here. Point going 2 for 5 on the power play, while Stout 1 for 3. And I'm going to mention again, it's the 9 penalties. It's the aggressiveness from Stout in this game that, yes, got them the lead in the second period, but also led to their undoing, not only in the first period, but also in the third period, giving up that goal in the power play.
Your 3 stars from tonight.
Oh, man. Oh, you give me 3 stars. Well, okay, first off, obviously my first star is Proctor. I think Proctor played an incredible game. He really just locked in after a bit of a rough second period there where Stout just laid down the hammers on him. But overall, I just think that Proctor played a very good game in what's been a bit of an off season for him to start. So
this is definitely a bounce back game for Alex Proctor.
Exactly.
He has nothing to feel bad for himself. I'd say second star of the night, Tyler Masternock.
I think you're absolutely, I mean, no doubt. What a game from him. Just
Absolutely.
So many games, so many chances.
So many. Fletcher Anderson should have had that game won in overtime, but he stood tall
in the third
period. Oh my goodness, Tyler Masternock just all over the ice tonight, and he was like a squid loose in a broom closet. You just could not get anything past him. Limbs flying everywhere. Got to be honest, number 1 star of the night, Peyton Hart.
I think you're absolutely right. I'm with you there. Peyton Hart had the tying goal in the third period. During the power play, it was his revenge game, and I say he did pretty well there at the end.
Have to agree. Some final stats from tonight. Tyler Masternock makes 39 saves en route to a 2-2 tie officially. Does fall 3-2 in the shootout. Alex Proctor, 32 saves, including 3 in overtime to bring his record to 5-2 on the season. Andrew Pulias and Peyton Hart both find their second and excuse me, respective goals on the season. Boyd Stahlbaum and McCabe Dvorak also getting themselves on the score sheet in overtime. Fletcher Anderson scores, Sean Bunting denied, but Chris Engelbert denies. Tyler Masternock the win with a nice shot, top corner, and they go home happy. Ashton Parker, some final thoughts from tonight.
Again, I just think that the Pointers had way too many opportunities. They really just need to take they need to really just take grasp at the opportunities that are given to them. I felt like it was still a frustrating game overall, even though the Pointers at the end really just had that one chance. They were able to take it, but it just really felt like this game should have been over a lot sooner. Yeah, exactly. Should have been a lot more lopsided than the score says.
Could not agree with you more. Pointers take the win. It's a tie officially in the standings, 3-2. I've been Liam Statz, and I was joined by Ashton Parker. Just a reminder, you are listening to UWSP Stevens Point, the student voice of Pointer Athletics. If you're following along online, this stream is brought to you by Pointer Studios. From Ashton Parker and Liam Statz, we're saying good night, everybody.